Welcome back, everybody, to ANZ Stadium, match 12 in the BBL, season number 2. The Sydney Thunder have won the toss and they have elected to bowl first. All teams chasing in this competition so far have won the game, and the Sydney Thunder will be expecting that can rub off on their performance here tonight. Kids just receiving their caps off the players, and that's all part of the Milo T20 Blast program, Australia's newest entry-level program for boys and girls. Great to see the youngsters out there with their heroes, and Chris Gale would most definitely be one of them. The Adelaide Strikers, 1-1 in this competition. They win tonight, they go into the top 4. Let's have a look at the top 6. Leading us off, Tim Ludeman, the keeper. He will get them going. Strike rate of 200, that's why he's opening the batting. Michael Klinger, we have not seen the best of him in this competition. Callum Ferguson's been very good so far. Nathan Reardon, he can certainly strike the ball, along with Kyron Pollard as well. That big 48 of 23 in his first game. And Theo Geropoulos will round out the top 6 for the Adelaide Strikers.
Yeah, a couple of new faces there. Theo Geropoulos coming in 6th, dangerous player, but a good side, the Strikers. They're going to bat first tonight. Can they break the trend of team batting first, winning the game? It's pretty even here at ANZ. I think it's 9 times that the team batting first has won the game over 8 batting second, so it favours the team batting first here. There's Tim Ludeman at the non-strikers. Then Chris Gale will open the bowling, so that's an interesting choice. Off spinner, bowling to Klinger and Ludeman, the right-hander. So let's see what he can do with that new ball.
So nearly good to go in this game at ANZ. One thing about Chris Gale is he won't muck around. He'll get through the over. Good change of pace. There won't be a lot of turn with this new ball. But can he get the Thunder firing tonight, because they need to? And the field for Michael Klinger, back on the fence, and mid-wicket on the boundary as well. So no one fielding in between the 2 deep men on the leg side.
That's a big gap, because the men in the deep are basically at square leg and mid-on, so there's no mid-wicket, no field anywhere near mid-wicket for the off-spinner. So that's a strange field, and 5 men on the offside.
And exactly into that spot. Should get 2. And it is good running. Well, that was just an obvious run there, and an easy run, because the off-spinner coming into the pads, it's worked through the leg side. Yeah,
I'm not sure about this field straight away. You'd have to have a mid-wicket. You've got 2 men behind square leg, saving singles. So maybe he's going to fire it in at good pace. I'm not sure.
Same again, this time only a single.
Yes, boy, start here.
Well, the thing is, for an off-spinner right-hander, the easiest shot is mid-wicket. That is the easiest shot to play, and there's no one there. So straight away, you'd have to think it's a strange field placement. Maybe it's specifically for Klinger. It has changed for Ludeman. Mid-wicket is going in.
Just the one innings so far for Ludeman, that 18 off 9 against the Brisbane Heat, coming in at number 3. So more of a conventional field.
Oh.
Straight on with the arm. Cosgrove will do the tidying up.
So just a 4 on the offside for Ludeman. And yeah, he doesn't turn the ball much, especially with a new ball. It's just going to skid straight on. So I don't think he's going to get any turn. There are a few cracks on the pitch, and it is quite dry, but it's really firm. So I think this new ball will just slide straight on.
Oh, yes, Chris.
It's good that Chris Gale got to the game on time. The last game, he was about 10 minutes before the kickoff.
Not quite as much traffic on a Thursday as a Friday afternoon, though. So you got it right today.
Oh.
The leg side, that's a good shot. Beautifully timed. And Tim Ludeman gets the first boundary for the Strikers.
Yes, good shot, half following a leg stump through mid-wicket. And timed it really well, Ludeman. That's quite a big boundary there. I think it's about 75 metres. But it was an easy one, wasn't it? He just missed his mark there, Chris Gale. But nicely tucked away by Ludeman.
It's a good start. It hasn't been a risky start. They've already got 9 on the board. Make that 10. So you get 10 runs and over like that. Happy days. over completed.
Yeah, so there's the wicket, the pitch. See a few cracks there. Not as much grass as the previous game here. A lot drier, a lot firmer. I think it's a bit firmer, but it's got that hollow feeling underneath it, so you don't get extreme bounce here. But I think this pitch will play pretty well. The batsman will find that the ball will skid on, probably more low than high, but it should be nice and even.
Dirk Nannes to open the bowling, the other end. Highest dot ball percentage for the competition, Dirk Nannes, 62%. And if he gets that ball just coming back into the right-handers on the right line, he will be dangerous tonight. I thought in the last game against the Renegades, he was just a bit too leg side. I know I'm being picky, but he's got a chance of picking up 2 or 3 here early.
Yeah, he just didn't quite get his line right. If he did, he would have knocked 3 or 4 over. He bowled that well, bowled fast and swung the ball late. Here we go. 2 slips in place.
Nice start from Dirk Nannes. 137, and that's his warm-up delivery, I reckon.
That's a loose one. Well, he's bowling with the breeze. The breeze is pretty much at his back. And yeah, Ludeman looking to get forward. So this is a big moment in the game for the Thunder. That first over was a real loose one from Gale. Got the strikers off to a flyer. And Nannes needs to get it right here for the Thunder.
Down the wicket, and that was just a slog through the leg side from Ludeman. I mean, when you come down the wicket and lose your shape, you've got Buckley's head in it.
He's definitely in there as a pinch hitter, Ludeman, and didn't bounce as much as he would have thought. Pretty hard to pick Dirk Nannes up over square leg, isn't it? Bowling 140 odd clicks. Nannes has probably bowled a couple of looseners first up. He'll get a lot quicker than that.
I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, but I just like them when they just don't lose their shape and probably go a bit straighter, you know, wide and mid-on maybe. Just try and get a... It's more about just timing off the new ball. It's forced to change already. So Gale comes into mid-wicket. Pitched outside leg, you would think. They're very confident. Dirk Nannes can't believe it.
Yeah, it was quick and full. I don't think it swung a lot, so I don't think it... looked like it was going down leg. Did it pitch in line? Now that's the question. It's outside leg, and it's probably just pretty ordinary at Pearl, to be honest. It's pitched a mile outside leg stump. Him on the back leg, so it looked pretty good live. Dirk Nannes, he knows the rules. He'd know that's pitched outside leg, but still, it's worth a shout. There's the third eye on the umpire's hat.
It's outside leg stump, so you'll have to replay that. And it's good work from Ryan Carter's.
That is good work. That was a flame ball, 147.4 clicks. So swung down the leg side. Carter's did well. You've got to be on your toes there to gather that in. There's the old beat. So I've seen worse appeals, but not many.
Well, you're allowed to warm up with an appeal. Got to get your first sort of one right. At least he's getting a bit of shape in. Yet to get scored off, Dirk Nannes, as we'd expect from him. And finally, they score off him, and they should get 2, and they do.
Yeah, once again, just down that leg side, Dirk Nannes. He needs to be hitting the top of off because he's swinging the ball late and a fair way. Just got to get that line right. Otherwise, Ludeman will tuck him away there.
Sometimes he just loses his shape a bit. Nannes just falls away a fraction. When he stays higher at release, he gets his line right. So fine leg up, deep square now, just behind square leg. So Nannes just moving that short fine leg a bit finer. In the hot seat there. Oh, and that one goes across the right hand. A superb delivery from Nannes.
That's the right line there, and that one just held its line. Actually, it didn't come back. Let's have a look at that one. Was more middle and slid across Ludeman, who had an angled bat and carried through nicely to Carter's. Just feeling for the ball there, Ludeman. And Nannis will get people doing that because of the pace and bounce he gets.
Gets that one through. May look for two here. Scott Coit doing the work, and they'll come back nicely.
Back it. Wait.
Not a bad start. 5 from that one. No wicket for 15 from 2. If you just joined our coverage, we'll get you up to date on the teams. The Thunder won the toss and elected to bowl first. And Khawaja not in the side tonight. He's up practicing up in Brisbane. So Gale and Cosgrove open the batting. Mahmood will come in at 3. Rogers at 4 and Sean Abbott at 5. Borges and Carters. Scott Coit comes in for his first game. Tremaine Zampa comes in for his first game. And Dirk Nannis.
Yeah, a few changes there. Scott Coit's a good inclusion. There's the strikers, Ludeman and Klinger to open the batting. Ferguson at 3, Reardon 4, Pollard 5. Doropoulos comes in at number 6. Johan Bota, the skipper, and Richardson, Boyce, Putland and Tate comes into the lineup. And no Philip Hughes tonight, of course. He's in the test squad. So a couple of changes for both sides. And Chris Tremaine, talking about changing, he's replaced Chris Gale, which was a short-lived little spell. A couple of wickets in his in the first game, bowled well against the Sixers.
Good start. Yeah, he picked up Davey Warner around the wicket, a little caught behind. Handy with a bat as well in the last game against the Renegades, 30-odd.
Top scored at number 9. But, yeah, he's useful. Thought he bowled okay at the SCG. A couple of big wickets and a bit of an unusual action. He's quick enough, sort of 130s. Big, tall fella. Very promising youngster.
In the air and just wide of gully. It squared up Michael Klinger. Good shape that from Tremaine.
Yeah, just for a fleeting moment, I thought it was going to backward point. Yeah, look at that swing late. It's a really good delivery. Klinger, I'm not sure where he was trying to hit it. A bit of a loose shot, but good delivery from Tremaine. Swung late. When the ball swings late, that's when batsmen get in trouble.
Well, he's got that delayed sort of action release, and it allows him to put sort of the batsman off a little bit. Their timing off. Too full. And just the one though, so it's not too bad. Yeah, his sort of release goes right back down low when his arm comes around to release the ball. Have a look at his bowling on there, and it's just a slight delay where batsmen will find it just a little bit off-putting.
Yeah, it's unusual action. Probably needs to get a bit more out of that front arm. That front arm just drops away, probably a bit too quick, but seam position's pretty good. And it's tucked away by Ludeman, who hits the ball pretty hard for a little fella.
Full again. Cosgrove with a taped up thumb. Yeah, it's just got to get his length right.
And it's a bit sloppy from Cosgrove. He had a sore thumb for the first game. He's left out, so I think he dislocated it, actually. He's got the tape on there. They've got to be a bit sharper tonight, the Thunder. They've got to have some energy and enjoy themselves, you know, get moving as a team in the field. It's the first sign of a team when they're together, when they're fielding well.
On the leg side, gets away with that. Well, one thing with the Thunder, if they're not batting well, they can always field well. I mean, there's no excuses for poor fielding. They've got to be sharp. They've got to hit the stumps. They've got to take the half chances. There's no room for error for the Thunder tonight.
Yeah, they just looked a bit flat in the field, didn't they, in the previous game? I mean, they batted poorly and didn't have many runs on the board, but, you know, they've got to be hungry. It's really a big game tonight. Scott Coit comes into the side, young Zampa, so they've got a couple of new faces there. Ryan Carter's, of course, some new faces, but they need to be up for it tonight. Big game.
Short this time, and he's got protection. So it hasn't cost him too much. 5 from it, no wicket for 20. Welcome back to ANZ Stadium. Klinger and Ludeman opening the batting for the Adelaide Strikers tonight. Ludeman, 18 in his first game. Michael Klinger, he's missed out so far, got a 19 and a 1. What can he do tonight? Ferguson and Reardon and Pollard, that is a formidable middle order for the Adelaide Strikers.
Of course, Michael Klinger just signed up for Gloucester as their captain for the upcoming season in England. It's a good Career move for him. And he's chipped that away. It's found the gap. So Dirk now thought that he had his man there. And just two, yeah, so he's going to captain Gloucestershire.
Bit of responsibility there for Michael Klinger. Just clipping through the leg side. I've seen him just hole out at mid-wicket and square leg quite a few times in one-day cricket. And he was lucky. He had to catch him mid-wicket and he had to catch sort of in front of square. If he's going to play that shot, I reckon, you've got to go hard. You've got to really put something into it and try and clear the infield well and truly. So now he's got a deep square and fine leg up. Oh, it's hit him, and hit him hard. Stinger.
Yeah, might have got him just on the shoulder, chest area there, pretty high up. Bit of a stinger. The head went back too. It was short. Wasn't a out-and-out bouncer, but it bounced high enough, and that's a real stinger on the point of the shoulder. That would hurt. He showed no pain though. He's pretty tough, Klinger. Might have just brushed his glove on the way through, took a bit of pace off it.
That would have hurt, definitely. Oh, yeah, it's just topped the glove. They got a flush hit on the collarbone. That would have really hurt. And good follow-up. This could be close. It's not. Needed to hit.
It's good running. Not sure about the feeling, though. Going to be on those ones there. Young Adam Zampa there. Leg spinner. It was banged in the ground, and because the square is soft here, there's only a couple of pitches it's a drop in, so if you bang it near the pitch, it's not going to roll very far at all. It's virtually stopped once it's got off the pitch. And good backing up by Ludeman. Zampa was in quickly, but not quite quick enough.
Adam Zampa, leg spinner in for his first game tonight. Leg side. Another flame ball, anything over 145. It'll light up. His first over, outstanding. Good lines early on, a little bit of shape, one wide down the leg side, but as we'd expect from Dirk Nanners, all in relatively the right area. The ball swinging back into the right-hander is hard to contain. Good speed. 47 is best tonight. He's not happy, Dirk Nanners. You can just see his reaction. Just knows that when the ball's swinging, you don't want to waste it because it doesn't always swing.
He's only got 4 overs and probably only 2 up front, so he needs to get it right. Just a few too many into that pads area. I think he needs to try a Yorker. Bowled one Darren Finch the other night and knocked him off his feet. If he can get that Yorker right, he'll knock those poles out.
He'll light him up. I'm with you. I reckon he should be out trying that Yorker too. He's got protection on the leg side. Gets it wrong. Oh, right on cue. This could be close. That could be out. There won't be too much in it. It's a good piece of work there from Adam Zampa. He's had one crack at it. This time he hits.
Yeah, I get the feeling he's in. Ludeman is really quick. So Zampa got in there nicely, but he's not that confident. I reckon Ludeman, he's like a greyhound. Let's have a look. I think he's going to be an easy. Yeah, no, he's safe. He's as fast as a whippet. Did it easily.
There was no bat sticking in the ground like Chris Gale this time.
We'll just see where he slid his bat. He slid on the edge of the pitch, so on the hard bit of the pitch. So good thinking by Ludeman. Geez, fast.
You're right, he is a greyhound. What's the track in Adelaide called?
Angle Park, I think. Adelaide. But we're in Sydney, so he's Wentworth Park. Where's Ricky Ponting when we need him? He knows his greyhounds inside and out. Another change in the bowling from the eastern end, I call it. And it's Scott Coit this time coming into the side. He's a good player, Scott Coit. He's had a back injury. That's why he hasn't played the first couple of games, but he's in tonight.
Yeah, that's through and beaten. Short, fine leg. He's had a bit of that and also an elbow injury as well. You can see that heavily strapped up tonight.
Yeah, he's got that elbow really wound up tight there. A lot of strapping there just to keep it nice and warm, I suggest, and a bit of support. Very deceptive bowler, Scott Coit's got a really whippy action.
One doesn't quite get on. He's a bit skitty, Scott Coit. It's a little bit sharper than what you think. Michael Klinger, as we've said, he hasn't got going in the competition against the Perth Scorchers. This is how he got out. Tried to work it through the leg side, a leading edge. Good catch. And then at the Adelaide Oval, he middled it, but it went straight to mid-off. And Luke Pommersback took the catch there. So trying to go aerial has cost Michael Klinger in the first 2 digs in BBL Season 2. Here he goes again, and it will be safe. He's got a healthy outside edge on that, and that saved him.
They've had a bit of luck so far, the Strikers. They've hit a couple of balls in the air, a couple of edges. Haven't gone to hand as yet, so the Thunder not quite going for them yet. But it's good bowling from Scott Coit. Just held its line, I reckon, at the end. And Ludeman was playing across the line. Got away with it, though. Carried a long way, too.
That's a big hit. That has gone a long way over the first one tonight.
Gee, that's a good shot from Ludeman. He's a pocket rocket. It's absolutely cream, that. That's just a flick over square leg. That's gone a long way. That is a big boundary out there. And that's gone into the stand. 86 metres. It went high too. Beautifully timed. Just used the pace of Coit. And that's gone a long way. Great shot.
Scott Coit, he's just down on his pace. Last year he was around about 142, 143. Yorker. And you just get the feeling that the Adelaide Strikers are going to take him on because his pace isn't quite right. Last year he had a really short run-up.
He did have a short run. He's actually bowling into the wind, though. BJ, that might have chopped a few clicks off his top pace. It hasn't actually been a bad over, to be honest. That was a very good shot by Ludeman. I'd probably prefer to bowl a Klinger at this stage. So a couple of boundaries, 4 and a 6 so far.
Goes for the Yorker again. So it's another good over for the Strikers. 12 from it. No wicket for 37. No wicket for 37, the Strikers. One more over left in the power play. And Tim Ludeman tonight, 21 off 17. So his highest score this season. It's only his second time at bat. Got 18 in his first game against the Brisbane Heat up at... No, it was at the Adelaide Oval. So big game. Got down on the last over that game. Chris Tremaine to continue. No wicket for 4 in his first over. No ball and whipped through the leg side.
Yeah.
Would at least be 2. Definitely want to get back for the free hit.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's gone for a couple and a no ball, so this is action time for Tim Ludeman. He'd back him back getting a 6 here. That was tight too. That foot actually slipped, so I don't know if that was a no ball. He's actually landed behind the line, then slipped forward, hasn't he?
Well, that shouldn't be a no ball, yeah. Touch and go, not an easy one for the umpire. There's meant to have something behind the line, and that was touch and go, so not easy for the umpire there, so that's cool. Free hit. Oh, it's a lap shot. Gutsy shot and gets the result.
It's a good shot. Ludeman's in good touch here. Premeditated, obviously, but he got the right ball. I think he was banking on a full Yorker, and he's used that short boundary well. Used the pace of Tremaine, so it's got a good result. Here's no ball from the third eye, the umpire, and geez, it'd be hard to see where the foot is. I suppose when you look at it from there, it is a no ball, but it did slide forward, that foot. And that was headed for the camera there too. Shot from Ludeman, so good start to the over.
Good start to the Strikers. Down the wicket, straight up in the air, and it falls safe. Coit probably ran just around it a little bit, but it's not easy to pick up.
I reckon that's the third time Ludeman's done that. Definitely twice. I don't know if Klinger did it the other time, but thick outside edge, flying away to third man, to the right of third man. Was up there a while. Yeah, it was a teaser, wasn't it? I don't think he could have got there, but for a fleeting moment, you thought, oh, he's in trouble.
It's a handy dot ball. Under tonight, the seamers. And they look pretty straight. Look, the dot ball's nice and straight. Dirk Nellis is one of them, and the runs and the boundaries. So no real width from the Thunder bowlers tonight. But having said that, Klinger and Ludeman, no wicket for 45, have cashed in. They've played some good shots. They've been lucky with a few. And a quick run, a shot at the bowler's end. Work from Michael Klinger. I think he might have been in anyway. Chris Rogers, the skipper tonight for the Thunder. It's a pretty good pick up and throw, but good running from Klinger. No real problem there. Klinger 14 from 15, and Ludeman, the keeper, 28 from 20. Strike rate of 140. And it's a good piece of bowling from Tremaine. Don't forget he started this over with a no ball, so he's gone for 4, but he's pulled back the last 4 pretty well. A wicket for 24 in his last game against the Renegades. They've got 2 for 27 against the Sixers at the SCG in the opening game for the Thunder. Oh, a swing and a miss. So that was the last ball of the power plays. No wicket for 46. Let's have a look at the power play. The 6 overs for the Adelaide Strikers. Chris Gale kicked it all off. He went for 10 in his first over. Dirk Nannes, a shout, but it was pitched outside leg stump, and then a stinger on Klinger. And Scott Coit came in and went for 12 in his first over. One massive 6, and that was it. Ludeman, 1 6 and 2 4s for him, and then the lap shot off a no ball of Tremaine. So it's been a productive power play for the Strikers. No wicket for 46 all around the ground, but mainly on the leg side.
It's a good start this by Strikers. They're number 46, so that's the 5th best start so far. And now the bowling change. Azam Mahmood, they've got a lot of options with the ball. The Thunder, we haven't seen Sean Abbott bowl yet, or Adam Zampa, the leg spinner. So I guess they've just got to find the right combination. But you'd expect Azam Mahmood to bowl 4 overs. He'll mix up his pace up a lot in these middle overs.
Got a good slowie. Should only be 1. And it is, yeah, that slow ball that picked up Marlon Samuels. Outstanding from Azam Mahmood.
I was talking to him before the game, actually, VJ, and he said he's got another slow ball which you haven't seen yet. So I don't know what it's going to be. So, yeah, let's wait and see what it is.
What brought up that conversation? Just walked past and he said that? Or?
Oh, I was just talking to him. I said, that was a good slow ball the other night. He said, I got another one you haven't seen. Is that a good Pakistani accent?
Yeah, I thought I didn't know he was Indian, but yeah, okay.
Oh, it's not much difference, is there? So we'll see what happens.
Well, I agree. He's got a really good slow delivery, coming right out the back of the hand. I mean, he's a seasoned traveller, though. Been everywhere.
He's a good competitor. I don't know how old he is. Don't know what his real age is, but I think he's late 30s. But he's been around a long time. He can bat as well, so he's a good hitter of the ball.
We got him down as, what, 29, haven't we? Is that what he said he was? A change of pace. So there's the first slower ball.
Wacky Eunice is only 32, isn't he? And was the Matt Cram? Good player, though. He's been all around the world as a Mahmood. What's this one? It's the off spinner. So that was a fairly orthodox one. That may be the one we haven't seen. He said, I'm going to buy one you haven't seen, so could have been it. Really works on that ball, too. Not going to get any reverse swing here tonight, but he might get some normal shape. Oh, now the short one, so good mixing up. He'll get away with that, too. No, it's wide. Which is a late call.
He won't be happy with that. Just saw him coming down the wicket. Dug it in. Got the desired result, just a fraction short. Have a look at it. Yeah, well, it's a no. But I know he's down the crease, but it still would have been a no ball. Yeah, a wide, I should say.
Just a single. Run rate's pretty good. 7.5 for the Strikers, the 50 up in the 7th over. So really good platform here to post a good score. We haven't seen a lot of good scores so far in the Big Bash this season. I think the batting's been a little bit off the boil in a lot of the games, but tonight guys like Pollard and Reardon, Ferguson to come. Strikers are well set here. And Ludeman's going well. He's hitting the ball very hard. It's a full toss, punch down the ground.
Yeah, the Heat, they were 7 for 186. That's the highest score. And they were chasing the Strikers total and picked that up. But it might be an opportunity for the Strikers here just to mix it up a bit. We're into the 7th over now, and guys like Pollard and Ferguson, you want them in straight away, don't you?
Well, it's a tough call because Reardon, Ferguson and Pollard are all good strikers. I'd imagine Reardon or Pollard might come in now, seeing that they've got off to a good start. Oh, well bowled. That's a slower leg spinner. And that's a tidy over. 5 off it. It's done for 51.
Well, that slow delivery against Marlon Samuels the other night. Here it is. Look at that. Up and then it dipped. Marlon Samuels had no idea, and he actually thought it went over waist height, which was a little bit touch and go, but the change of pace outstanding.
Look at how much it swung. It swung about a foot right at the end when it was losing its pace. It really dipped in, and Marlon Samuels didn't know what happened, but that was a legitimate wicket for sure. Too good. He's a clever bowler, as a Mahmood. And another change in the bowling. Adam Zampa coming in for his first trundle in the Big Bash. Played last Shield match in Canberra, picked up 5 wickets for the game, 2 for 30 and 3 for 17. And he played in the Ryobi Cup game 2 against Queensland, got 1 for 37 from 5. He's picked up a 5 in the Futures League, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Up against a couple of guys in form too.
Well, they're not going to die wondering, the Strikers here. Got a youngster bowling leg spin, and they're no wicket for 51.
Oh, it's a catch, I reckon. He's only got a pole first up, the youngster. That set looks about 14, doesn't he? This skids on too, a bit of a round arm action. And I think there's an edge on this. Yeah, thick edge. It's just missed the stumps too. You couldn't blame Ryan Carter. That was a thick edge. He's actually 20, but he looks 16. Sort of a round arm action, hasn't he?
Well, that one turned. It's a fraction short, but turned. There he is, getting his cap tonight. Not sure who gave it to him. At least he put it on frontwards. Thought he was going to turn around backwards.
He put it on the right way, but he's a youngster, isn't he? From place for Eastern Suburbs, the Chooks, in club cricket. Out your way, BJ.
That Brad Haddon around there, Waverley Oval.
Brad Haddon, yeah, he plays out there. Or bowled. Good zip there. 84k now, so he's landing him well. not too nervous, is he?
Oh, it's great to see a young kid in the Big Bash bowling leg spin.
Oh, bowl's it.
Oh, it's bad fielding. Rogers. Tell you what, he's actually showed variety so far. The first ball he bowled was out the front of the hand, a bit of a sort of a zooter, and that one before that was a real leg spinner. That's sort of a side spinner. Sorry, he's got 3 or 4 deliveries already. Number 88, going well. This time in the air, down to mid-off, only be a single. So this is a good over so far.
Yeah, I wonder if he's been watching Warney mic'd up. Warney obviously walks through his deliveries and says certain things and bowls certain angles, wide of the crease, a bit straighter out the front of the hand. So I'm sure that might have had a bit of an influence on him. It's a good start so far, though.
He's giving it a bit of a tweak. Oh, it's well bowled. This time it's fielded by the skipper, so that's a really good over. Probably the best over of the innings. Just the 3 off it, it's number 54. So a couple of good overs back-to-back by the Thunder. Mahmood and Zampa, just so you can see 5 and 3, so 8 off the last 2 overs. If you can string together 3 or 4 of those type of overs in the middle, it just changes momentum. All of a sudden you sort of look at chasing 140 rather than 160. It's a good little spell here. Mahmood to continue into his second over. Edged again by Ludeman, down to third man. Yeah, they've got to go here, the strikers. They've got plenty of cattle in the shed that can hit the ball hard.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, something's going to give here. I mean, Ludeman's trying to do that. Michael Klinger 17 from 21, so they've been out there for 8 overs, so they've got to probably try and put the foot down here, pick your zone, maybe mid-off, cover, give yourself a bit of room.
This time the off spinner, and it's flayed away down the third man again. Gee, hit a lot down there. And pick up a couple. So good change up again from Mahmood.
Your shout tonight, and this is the question: who hits the ball harder, Chris Gale or Kieron Pollard, that man on screen? Let us know. Go to the website, foxsports.com.au, or you can download the app, the Fox Sports Cricket app. Have your shout. Let us know what you think.
Gee, that's a dead heat. I'm going to have to call a dead heat there. Pollard, will he come in next? Wicket down. And punched away. I'll look for 2. Don't have to get it though to Coit. It's a good fieldsman. Yeah, Pollard or Gale, who hits it harder? Gee. It's a tight finish. Who hits it further? Don't know. Good contest. And we've got a good contest in the middle here at the moment. Just slowed up a bit here, the strikers. Zing. Will the bails go down? Oh, and the ramp. And that's a really good shot from Ludeman. Used the pace of Mahmood and almost went for 6, actually.
Did indeed. I didn't think he got it that well, but it's carried the fence. Only about 63 metres down there, as a Mahmood won't be happy with it. Not far off the rope.
About a metre. I reckon this might be a slow ball. There it is, the slowie. And straight to fine leg.
Right out the back of the hand. And he lands it really well.
Even gets a good seam position on it. Gets the seam going down the track like a normal seam up delivery. Look at that. Beautiful seam position for a slow ball. Actually swings in, doesn't it? That's the one that knocked over Samuels the other night. And again, oh, that was wild and woolly. Oh, it's got into the gap as well. It's beaten keeper and short fine legs, gone for 4. So it's a good over for the strikers. 13 off at number 67. good over that one for the strikers. 13 off Mahmood. Just changed the flow a bit. A couple of good overs before that by Zampa and Mahmood, but there's projected scores. You'd imagine 8 and over from here is definitely on, maybe 10 and over.
No, I reckon with this start they're going to look at 200. Big call, but you get Pollard going and Reardon going. Anything can happen.
Well, Zamp, well, mate. Liking this, Zamps.
So Adam Zampa in his first over was a good one. It was a tight one. It was a drop first ball, catch caught behind. But all in the right area, and good change of pace as well.
And just subtle variations with these spin as well. Full toss and just a single. Gee, you've got to be disappointed with that as a batsman. Big, slow full toss, just a single off it.
Not sure if Michael Kling has actually timed one yet. 25 and 25. He's got a lot of thick outside edges. He just hit the one boundary.
Should have been 2 there. Oh, it's hit well. That is clean as a whistle by Ludeman. That's gone a long way. The slog sweep, and that's a big hit.
Yeah, right out of the middle of the bat. That's the second one tonight. And that's what they need, the strikers. You've got to pick your area that you know well, that you think you can clean hit it. Wasn't a bad delivery from Zampa, but Ludeman got it out of the screws.
Yeah, he just cleared that front leg, the left leg, and gave himself room to swing the arms. He was put down in the crowd. Wasn't an easy one with the seats in his way. Oh, it's a good comeback by Zampa. Probably should have went again, the slog sweep.
Well, I reckon they've got to. I mean, at this stage, those other shots are too hard. That's risky. You're only going to get one there, really.
I reckon that was LBW too. All right, go back to that ball. That hit his pad first, and there was no appeals.
Bowling, Zamps, bowling.
I'm calling this an LBW. And no one appealed.
Oh, yes,
It's
Kaylee.
good bowling, so it's good comeback. 1 for 75. Just want to have a look at that LBW shout, BJ. But it wasn't actually a shout. If we can get it. Just slid through. And here we go. It's just skidding through. Just watch it hit the back pad. Just there. Just hit the top of the back pad.
Are you sure it hit it first?
Yes, I'm very sure. There it is. That was out.
I think it hit at the same time as the bat.
No, hit the pad first, I'm telling you. We need to slow it up. That was out. But no one appealed.
Oh, the Ford Fox tracker got it canning into off stump. Here we go. Jeez,
Straight
marginal.
off the top of the pad.
Marginal.
That's in the air again down the third man, but it's safe.
I reckon if you take your third man about 15 metres to the right, you'd have about 4 catches tonight.
So you're giving me that LB, are you?
No, that's doubting that.
What was the doubt?
Well, it's just too hard to work out, I reckon. It's 50-50.
I'd at least like an appeal.
Inconclusive.
I'd at least like an appeal, because I'm giving that.
Oh, and if I gave you out and you were batting, you would be filthy.
Down the third man. Mate, it hit the pad first, so that's out.
If I had given you out umpiring, you would be dirty. Could not believe if you got given out. You'd be happy to get given out like that?
It was out.
You'd be happy to get out like that?
Well, yeah, because it was out. Hit my pat onto the bat. That's LBW.
Benefit of the doubt. You're not going with that one anymore?
I'm just saying it was out.
Technically, maybe.
And the third man again. So we can't have a fight because there's no other commentators, so if we knock each other out,
Well, we were waiting for Andrew Simons, but we've given up hope. He's still on the taxi from the. He's in the airport queue. He's meant to be working tonight.
yeah, but he's in Hobart. He's gone the wrong state.
Coming in from Townsville, Andrew Simons. Might join us for the next game in the BBL. I'll let you know where that is. Klinger.
So this is a good over by Scott Coit. Just the 4 off it.
I just think with Klinger and Ludham in the last couple of overs, they have tried to cut the ball too much. That one there is trying to swipe to the leg side, but they're cutting the ball. You're only getting 1 down to third man. In no wicket at 79, you're into the 11th over. You got to be trying to go straight and long, not trying to cut it down, guide it down third man.
Well, a lot of the edges have been sort of slogs as well over mid wicket. And that's down to third man again. She's had some work down there. So it's a pretty good over so far. 5 off it, 1 ball to go. I suppose they probably don't want to get Pollard and Reardon in, do they? The Thunder, the way they've been hitting the ball in previous games. Lumen on strike. Last ball, the 11th over. Short one. That's good delivery. Good mix up by Scott Coit. Good over. 5 off at none for 80.
The last 5. Well, you got to say it's been productive. 34 runs though, I reckon. That shot there has just been played a bit too much. The ramp shot there, that's worked. Off Azam moved one bounce into the fence, and then it was just a horrible slow that beat both the men short. That was the shot. And I reckon that's the shot Ludeman's got to play a bit more. He's hit it clean enough. And then he's tried that shot too much. Hit him maybe on the pad first, we're not too sure. Mark Wall's given it out straight away. Zampa again for the 3rd. And Klinger down to, scunged it down to mid-on.
He's taking a big divot out of the track there, I reckon. Hit it off the bottom. Yeah, just watch this one of your golf shots, BJ. Just hits the pitch as he tries to hit it. Dushka. Bat turn in his hand. Oh, stump. So there's the first wicket. Well bowled, Adam Zampa. He gets his first wicket for the Thunder. Good bit of work by Carters. And Ludeman goes the danger man.
Well deserved from Adam Zampa, and good perseverance from Chris Rogers too, keeping him on for the 3rd over. It was always going to be touch and go, but well deserved. Just lost his shape, Ludeman. But a good innings, a good healthy innings for the Adelaide Strikers. Got them off to a really good start. And that's what the Thunder needed. Something to break this partnership, and it's been the youngster in his first game that's done it tonight. Got a drop first ball, which was a hard one for the keeper. But Ryan Carter's doing all the work.
Well, Tim, congratulations on a terrific night. You've got to be happy with that start.
Yeah, a little bit slow, I guess, but the wicket's a little bit too paced, so, you know, it's hard work out there. It's not easy, so hopefully Polly can go in and whack a few.
Yeah, great intensity between you and Michael Klinger out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a positive start, I suppose, but would have been nice to be a bit more. But, you know, like I said, tough conditions, so, you know, we did our best.
What kind of total are we looking at?
Hard to say now, I suppose, with Polly still to come. Anything's possible. Hopefully 150 plus.
Good luck.
Cheers, thanks, guys.
So tough conditions, they're saying. A little bit too paced out there, so...
150.
Well, Nathan Reardon gets going. You never know what could happen.
1 for 81 into the 11th. You want more than 150. They're going to need 180 tonight. They want to win.
Reardon on strike. It's a short one first up. So there's something about this young guy, Zampa. I like the look of him. Looks like he's not fazed by the competition. He looks like he's pretty confident. And going across the line. Got to go straight here at ANZ Stadium. I know he's hit a couple of sixes over in that area, and that's a bit of a zone for him, but not easy when it's skidding through.
Well, I would say to Ludeman, probably that sweep slogs to go rather than the down the wicket lose shape. But I agree with you with Zampa. He's bowled really well tonight. Good figures, leg spinner, first game, 1 for 13. Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, yes, Sam.
We'll bowl, fraction slower. Klinger another single. Yeah, he's just bowling a lot of confidence. He's varying his deliveries out of the hand. Here's the stumping. Good bit of work by Carters. whipped the bowls off very quickly. Got his opposing wicketkeeper stumped. He just looks confident, young Zampa.
Oh, ball's over.
That's the one that skidded straight on. He just thought it was past his hand there for a minute. Young Zorba, they called him.
Yeah, watch this one out of the hand from Zampa. To the left-hander. There it is. There was the wrong one.
He's got all the tricks, and all the toys. This youngster. One's a bit short. Don't really want to bowl that one too often. Put that toy in the cupboard. End of a good over though. A wicket and 4 off it. It's 1 for 84. 1 for 84 off 12. The strikers, that's what's happened so far. Ludeman just got stumped, played well. 46 from 39. Klinger, he's not out, but he's battling a bit. And Riordan's just come to the crease. Dangerous hitter. They've got Ferguson, Pollard, Deropoulos all lined up in the sheds, waiting for a crack out in the middle.
Well, it's a good start for the strikers, but I reckon the last 3 overs, they've just haven't put the foot down when they need to, because you've got to give Riordan time to put his foot down and get used to it. It's a 2-paced wicket, but I still reckon it's better than 150.
Yeah, well, Sean Abbott in the attack. With a bit of pace in the previous game here. Good all-rounder, Sean Abbott. He can be a bit expensive. He can leak runs, but he's sort of bowler that can jag a wicket. Good start.
One for 28 in the last game against the Renegades and 1 for 40 against the Sixers. That's when he was expensive. Didn't even finish his 4 overs.
So mid on out, square leg, fine leg, cover and third man. Good length, good start by Abbott. Cosgrove there, grabs hold of that one. Need some runs from Cosgrove tonight, the Thunder. Very important player at the top of the order with no Khawaja there tonight. Oh, chipped away, not out of the middle. Don't know if it'll go all the way, will it? Just going to pull up. As Mahmood trudging after it for a 3.
It's a good clean hitter, Nathan Riordan. Not that one, but when he gets going, he's good to watch.
Yeah, I reckon he's one of the most dangerous players in Australia, Riordan. Real clean hitter. We haven't seen the best of him yet, Nathan Riordan. Wouldn't mind him in my side. I reckon he's pretty dangerous. Oh, creamed away by Klinger for a single.
Just with Klinger, the bat's just starting to twist just at impact. You see, when he's hitting the ball, the bat's just turning viciously.
He's just not timing the ball at all. So that maybe says that the wicket's a bit on the 2-pace side, but his grip's really loose and that bat's turning, so you're not getting the full face of the bat on impact with the ball.
It'd be great if it was a tennis racket. That'd be just really dipping over the net, wouldn't they? Rolling the wrist.
Bowled by Abbott. It's good over so far.
Well, Nathan Riordan in action, 42 off 26 at the Wacker. Put on a hitting display. 3 massive 6s over there in the furnace. Through the leg side. He's got such quick hands. Yeah, smoked them. Oh, that was it. That was the biggest one of the night.
And he clobbers it. He absolutely clobbers that ball. Through the offside as well. He's clobbered that. Past Cosgrove. Just a 2 though. Cameron Borges out there. I think it's the first ball he stopped actually. End of the over. Pretty good one by Abbott at this stage. 6 off, it's 1 for 90.
Michael Klinger just changing his bat. 32 from 32. And this is where the Adelaide strikers have got to really go for it now. Current run rate just under 7. They've got to get up to about 9 or 10.
Chris Gale's coming in attack. I'm not sure why he wouldn't bowl Zampa his last over. Don't understand that. Gale's the sort of bowler you can get after because he's, he hasn't got a lot of variation, has he? Not much turn. Strange one. I would have kept Zampa going anyway. Gale's into the attack. Oh, that's an edge, and gee, still can't hit the middle of the bat. Michael Klinger, he changed his bat too for that delivery.
He changed the baseball bat. Well, he's got the right intent. And I think Gale just saw him coming down a bit, just threw it a bit wider.
Oh!
Good bounce there. Good work from Carter's. So Klinger's getting a little bit frustrated with himself, I reckon. Corin Pollard, he'll be champing at the bit. And Callum Ferguson, they can't get a crack.
You got to get him into these short boundaries straight. Give him a couple of overs to get set to Pollard, because he could go to town here and get 60 or 70. The reverse, and he gets it. That's only his second boundary tonight so far, Michael Klinger.
Well, he's found the secret. Admittedly, won't play the reverse sweep. Wasn't a great delivery, to be fair. It was a long hop and pretty poor delivery from Gale. Could have cut that. Instead, he got the reverse sweep going and swung like a madman. Got enough on it.
And again, and he's just, short. Rogers.
Will toss, replace all divots. Chris Rogers there at cover. Another reverse sweep. Surely you'd be hitting that right-hander, wouldn't you? Rogers tried valiantly to catch it.
See there, 13 and 8 behind square. It's that little open to face and trying to run it down. He got one boundary there with a reverse sweep. On the offside cover mid-off, nothing, 4 runs.
Oh.
Reardon gives himself a bit of room.
So projected score at this current run rate, 142. So what can they get here at the sixes? Or the strikers, maybe. That's in the air. That might go for 6. Oh, it's dropped. Gee whiz, you got to catch them, Cameron Borges. Gee, that's not a hard catch. End of the over. 1 for 100.
It could be a plan, a grand plan to keep him in there. Don't want to see Pollard out in the middle. Tomorrow night at the MCG, big game. And it is the Melbourne Stars take on the Sydney Sixers. Shane Warne, the Superstars, and Brad Haddon will lead the Sixers. And make sure you catch all the action from 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time, all on Fox Sports 2. Big game at the MCG. Melbourne Stars and the Sydney Sixers.
All the S's. Stars, Sixers, Scorchers, Strikers. Here's the drop catch. Made good ground there, Cameron Borges, but should have held on to it. Definitely should have held on to it. Got to catch them. Wasn't that easy, but easy enough. Yeah, disappointed there, Borges. Pretty good fieldsman.
So 14 overs completed, 1 for 100. And Scott Coy bowl his 3rd over. No wicket for 17 tonight. Chris Rogers is getting the field right. He's got to get 1 more up. The ramp. Nothing on it.
A very popular shot at this ground, the ramp, because of the short boundaries behind the keeper. Nathan Reardon, he's better off hitting straight or over mid wicket. Actually had the right idea, just went a bit too far to the offside. Short, and there you go, that's 6. That is hit very hard over mid wicket. That's his zone.
Yeah, exactly right. His first boundary tonight too, Nathan Reardon. And it was a change of pace from Scott Coit. A little off spin it, but just too short, and he sat up nicely, and Reardon was good enough to get hold of it.
Yeah, that's a gift for a man of Reardon's ability. Change of pace, but yeah, dragged it right down. And initially fooled Reardon with the change of pace, but because it's so short, he adjusted his shot. Hit it out towards the ground curator and his crew out there. Wish that was going too, don't worry.
Well, he gets it. They stay hit. Yeah, that's it there. Nice and straight. That's the key here at ANZ Stadium. You can keep your shape and the hit straight. Even your miss hits will clear the fence.
Yeah, well, he just collapsed, didn't he, when he tried to hit this. Watch this. Yeah, he collapsed the sea and he's all over the shop. Eyes are moving. A bit like golf, you've got to keep a real steady base when you're hitting the ball. So they tell me.
What are you playing on? 6?
7. Yourself?
Add a 2 in front of that.
You've got ability there, BJ. You just haven't quite realised your potential yet.
We'll get no time to play, unlike yourself. Out there every second day. Scott Coit into his 3rd over. He's got no wicket for 24. Nathan Reardon. He's into the list of the biggest bashers junior. And he's in there twice. Look at that.
Twice, yeah. Surely give him 100, 99. Just make it an even number. Pretty precise though, aren't they? 99, 98, 97. He's a strong hitter.
Beautifully hit over mid-off. Put that on the list, maybe. We know he can hit them. That's his 2nd one tonight.
Gee, that was hit hard too. That was hit flat. That probably won't be more than 99, but was hit as clean as a whistle. Hit flat and straight. That's the way. Bang. Don't bowl there, son. Watch this. Oh, he's put it down. Right in front of the girls and the family. Going a good pace though, wasn't it? Lucky he didn't dislocate his Malmaninga.
Oh, got 2 hands on it. Through the leg side. And some good work in the deep there from Tremaine. So that's a big over for the Strikers. 15 from it, 1 for 115. Beautiful night here at ANZ Stadium in the Sydney West. Adelaide Strikers losing the toss. They got sent in. Klinger still there, 42 from 38. And Ludeman got them off to a flyer as well, 46 from 39. So it's Reardon. 2 sixes for him tonight. Gangnam Style.
Ryan Carter's looks like he's doing a bit of Gangnam Style dancing there behind the stumps, practicing taking the bails off. Zampa back into the attack. Oh, that's coming up here. Look out. We'll catch this, BJ. Tell you what, it wasn't far off.
Well, that's a big hit from Nathan Reardon. And Zampa. You always got the feeling that Reardon was going to go after him. The left-handed, the leg spin. I was surprised that Chris Rogers brought him back now.
Yeah, he's lined him up here. He's tried to push it through and he's hit that really hard. That's come straight towards us. Far off. I'd like to see how far that's gone. That's got to be 100, that one. Got to be. Oh, wow, look out. It's a crowd killer. That's gone flat and hard. This is dangerous here for the Thunder and the crowd.
He's hit 4 sixes off the last 6 balls he's faced. This could be 6 in a row. That's what he'll be going for. What would be?
Yeah, and he's a chance of getting it too, don't worry. It was a brave move considering that Rogers got a lot of pace bowlers up his sleeve. Mood's only bowled a couple of overs. You've got Coit, Tremaine. Oh, look out, youngster. Oh, no, he says. It's going so well. Why'd it have to come back on?
Yeah, like I said, I was surprised that Rogers brought him back on. I would have bowled him either 4 straight. Here we go. 2 in a row so far. Could it be 3? Pitched up, it isn't. Had have stayed in the crease, it might have been a half volley. So a comeback there from Zampa.
That's a very good result. A single, fired it in. So Klinger's on strike now. What can he do?
Well, Klinger's just got to go straight. Don't try and sort of tow it through the leg side. And he likes to sort of clear his front leg and sort of sweep slog. Let's see what Zampa can do here. 13 off it so far. Down the wicket and wide of mid-off. It struck well. That's a beautiful shot from Klinger. Probably his best one tonight.
Yeah, really good shot. Was full and wide. Used his feet well though and hit it right out of the middle. No questions about this one. That was the one out of the front of the hand. And it slid straight onto the middle of Klinger's bat. It's the second bat he's tried.
So 17 off the over so far. 2 deliveries left.
A long 2 balls, these ones. Love a dot ball, even a wicket. Yes. Oh, it's gone for 4 as well. Well placed by Klinger. And that'll be his 50.
Of 40 deliveries, 4 fours for Michael Klinger. I'll say the last 2 boundaries he's scored have probably been the best shots he's played.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, if you hang in there, he's very slow early, but he's up to 50 or 40 balls now. So strike rates climb pretty well.
Well, they needed it. They needed an over like this because I just felt they were just sort of going along okay, but they needed something to really kick them along. 50 from 40. Last delivery from Zampa. Oh, he doesn't get it either. And it's come back for the second. And he dives in. Big over. 23 runs from it. 1 for 138.
Yeah, it's a real comeback here by the strikers. The last 5 overs has been all the strikers, except for the 1 wicket of Ludeman. Well stumped by Carter's. But it's been Reardon and Klinger. They've been hitting boundaries left, right and centre. Drop catch by Borges. Should have been taken, but Reardon's hit the ball very, very cleanly. A couple of big hits. That was up towards the commentary box. Just about got us too. Well, that was hard as well. Hit very hard and flat through mid-wicket.
On the forward Fox track at 58 from the last 5. And Reardon's hit 4 sixes so far. And Klinger's only hit 4 boundaries, which does surprise me. So 4 overs to go here for the Adelaide Strikers at 138. What can they get? Dirk Nannes has got 2 overs to bowl.
I can't work out the captaincy here. As Mahmood's bowled 2 overs, so's Nannes, so they've got 4 between them. So why aren't they bowling? Well, Chris Tremaine's coming on this over, so they're not going to bowl out Mahmood or Nannes. Abbott's only bowled 1 over, I think.
Well, the mistake there was bowling Zampa for that extra 4th. Because basically, you know, we're getting into the lockdown stage of the game where you bowl your experienced bowlers.
Well, Gale shouldn't have bowled either. He's gone for 20 off 2. Anyway, Tremaine's back into the attack. To Reardon. Oh, that's gone too. Don't worry about that. He's got enough on it, has he? Oh, it's dropped again. I thought it was 6 off the bat, but it wasn't. It's dropped. Now it's gone for 6.
It should have been taken. It should have been a wicket. But not only has he spilled it, but it's gone over the rope for the youngster. He's probably thinking about the last over he bowled. It was a miss-hit from Reardon. And he got in all right position, just through the hands, and to rub salt into the wound. It's the maximum.
Somehow he was late on that. He had an eternity to get under it, and he's put his hands up late. Costly one. That's cost him 6. And Reardon's still there. That's the worry. Now look for 2. It's just not right for the Thunder here. Not good enough. I mean, Borges dropped an easy catch as well. I know they're trying hard, but they're the things you've got to do right at this level. Can't allow Reardon a second chance, because he will hurt you. And we've seen Klinger hit a couple of boundaries off his last few deliveries. He was struggling early. Got dropped. Now he's coming good.
"34 runs off his last 9 balls." That's Reardon. 5 sixes and all that. Might get 2 here. And they do.
I can't work out this captaincy. I really can't. He's muffled the bowlers up here, Chris Rogers, for the want of a better word. Ever heard that before? Muffled the bowls? Is that like stuffed up?
Yeah, I've heard muzzled. Kept them under wraps. That's your talk, isn't
Muffled.
it? That's a good delivery.
Partnership 67 off 32, so it's just what the strikers needed. This looks like it's going to be a good total now. I think 180, 190 is definitely on the cards, maybe more.
He'll be pinning the ears back here, Reardon. There it is, straight over mid-on. And just taken inside. Beautiful catch. It was into the breeze. It was going over mid-on. He's taken it on the rope and thrown it back in.
Gee, that looked like 6 off the bat, didn't it? But got it low on the bat, straight into the breeze, and it's a good bit of work out there on the boundary. The Thunder have held on to one. Let's have a look to see if it is out. I'm pretty sure it is. And it's flicked back in time. Yep, I reckon that's okay. So Cameron Borges has redeemed himself and done well. Flicked it to Scott Coit. Let's have a look. It's taken there. The foot's inside and in the air, and he's got rid of it just in time. So great work by Borges, and that's a good bit of athletic fielding out there in the deep. And the dangerous Nathan Reardon goes. Good innings, 42 off 20. It's 2 for 148.
Thanks for a good time.
The legendary KFC double is back, and it's spicier than ever.
I got some chicken for you. What do you got for me? A good time. That's right.
Come down to Repco for great Christmas gifts. Pressure washer, just $69. Now that's cheap. GDX 20W50 for a low $14.99. What a bargain. Repco's Christmas catalogue out now.
So the big West Indian Chiron Pollard strolls to the crease. Awesome strike rate of 165 balls per boundary, 4.7. For every 4.7 deliveries he faces, hits one over the fence or along the ground for 4. Tremaine, last ball of his 3rd over. Michael Klinger to the leg side, so 11 off that over, 2 for 149.
Let's just have a look at that catch again in the deep. It was really good work. It looked like 6 off the bat, but into the wind. Cameron Borges didn't have much room to play with there, and he flicked it back at exactly the right time as he was tumbling over the rope. Scott Coit, good presence of mind to be up there backing him up. And it's a lovely little layoff in basketball terms.
Yeah, it was a bit of an alley-oop, wasn't it? As you said, Scott Coit did well there, get to him, help him out. So Dirk Nannes to bowl his 3rd over. He's got no wicket for 9 from 2. So his economy rate once again outstanding, 4.5.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be that easy to slog, Dirk Nannes. Very economical as usual. So he'll come into Klinger. He's 56 not out from 44. Oh, he's got a hold of that too. Klinger in the gap. And that will be 4. So good shot.
Well, the placement was perfect there. It got high on the bat. It rushed him a little bit, but he was good enough to get it around the corner and backward square. The fine leg was too fine, and the deep man was in front of square. So he's dragged it round to the right area.
He got it high on the bat, but enough pace on it with Nannis's pace. Probably needs to get it in the block hole here, Nannis. Get a good Yorker on him. That's where he needs to be.
Straight. Hasn't got it though. Mid-off. Gets it. So Michael Klinger goes. Mistime shot. Trying to go over the top, and Dirk Nannis picks his first wicket tonight.
Yeah, deserved that wicket, Nannis, and Borges catches him this time. So Klinger, a handy innings comes to an end. Didn't quite middle. It was in the slot. Right down the bottom of the bat. And it's a good catch by Cameron Borges, running back with the ball high in the air. He makes no mistake this time. So wicket number 3 for the Thunder. Klinger's gone. And he's made pretty well compiled 60. And it's 3 for 153.
Well, Michael, you missed out last game. Great to go out there tonight and set a great foundation.
Yeah, good to get a few runs, but I think I hit about 2 balls in the middle of that whole inning, so it was lucky for me. I think that guys like Ludi and Riedo were able to whack him around me, and I'll just try to hang him in the first 12 and then whack a few, and got a couple at the end, but unfortunately towed that last one.
Yeah, you seemed to really up the ante when Nathan Reardon came in.
Yeah, I mean, we had to. When you got guys like Polly still in the shed, you got to try and go. It was almost just trying to hit the 6 off every ball for a while, but not many came out in the middle, unfortunately, tonight.
Congratulations on a terrific knock. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Michael Klinger, yeah, even he admitted his timing was not on tonight. Tried his hardest and did a pretty good job, though. 60 for 46. So the big man will face his first delivery tonight.
I don't think you get too many pitched up here off Nannis. Corin Pollard. So 4 men in the circle. Both batsmen yet to face, Pollard and Doropoulos. Pollard on strike. Yep, short.
So Theo Doropoulos comes in as more of a striker than Callum Ferguson. Remember the your shout question? 68% say Gale hits the ball harder than Corin Pollard. Well, it might be a bit of a showdown.
Gee, I didn't think there'd be that much difference. We actually do go to the West Indies too, this coverage. Care of Willow TV. Heard of that one? Good morning to everybody in the Caribbean. I think it's morning, isn't it? Not sure what time, but been told it is morning over there in the West Indies.
Ooh. 144, not easy to face old Dirk.
Looked like Theo Doropoulos just did not pick that up at all. It was a surprise the ball came from the left armour. Good hitter, Doropoulos, hit straight. Really good straight hitter. But he's got his work cut out here. He's got to try and get hold of Dirk Nannis, who's bowling a few flame deliveries in the mid-140s, so not easy.
Just one innings in the BBL so far. Theo. Ooh, short and looking at square leg umpire, and it's all right.
Geez, that's quick too. That's good carry. And good bowling by Nannis. Doropoulos went early, and Nannis followed him. Can't see him go shimmy to the leg side. Zip through. Paul rifle there at square leg, just saying it was okay. And it's a good call.
Yorker could be coming. Length. High on the bat and taken. So another wicket goes down for the Strikers, and very good over from Dirk Nannes. He's got 2 for 14 from his 3.
It's a good catch too by Borges down there. It was a short one. Duropoulos gave himself room, hit it okay, hit it low, and Borges got himself well balanced there and hung on to it. Good catch. So all of a sudden the Thunder making a good little comeback here. And Nannes bowls a really good over. End of Duropoulos had a tough task there facing Nannes. He's gone for a duck, 4 for 154. Johan Botha comes to the crease, the Strikers captain at number 6. We haven't seen Callum Ferguson as yet, but he's a good ball striker, Johan Botha. Every 6 balls he'll hit the boundary. So what have we got? 12 balls left. He could hit 2 if he faces every ball, but I don't think he will. Pollard's on strike.
Well, I reckon they could get 20 off the last 2. That takes them to 174.
So no Azam Mahmood's only bowled the 2 overs tonight. It's up to the inexperienced Tremaine to bowl the last over, which is a fraction of a surprise. So last 2 overs, 16 runs, 3 wickets, so good comeback. And in fact, Johan Botha will be on strike. So the batsman didn't cross. So young Tremaine's got the job of bowling a good 19th over here.
Well, Azam Mahmood's got a great slower ball. He's got lots of experience, but they've gone with Tremaine. 24 so far. Tremaine off his 3. Here we go. Second last over. They look for 2. No, they won't get it.
I'll be giving Pollard a bit of strike here. He's got 11 deliveries left, so he's not going to be used up much tonight, is he, with the bat? Face 1 delivery. Bit of a shame someone like that, doesn't get to face a lot of deliveries. Pretty big weapon to have sitting in the hut. So 11 deliveries left. What can they get? 2 a ball. That's 22. That'll get them to 177. That's a minimum, I'd say.
Doesn't get it. Shot at the stumps. He could be out though. Oh, tell you what, he gave the hamstrings a good workout.
So he's got some pace. Okay, Pollard. He's you can see him just having a look at his teammate Chris Gale over there. Not teammates tonight, but he's on the back foot too, so he had to really motor. And oh, look at that reach. He's strode out and reached from about 4 yards out.
Bit of Sonny Bill Williams coming at you like that, isn't it? Good pace, probably from Jamaica as well, he's from. Through the leg side. And beautifully placed from Botha, and it'll just stay inside the rope.
Was well fielded, and Pollard comes back to 3. He's from Trinidad, actually, Corin Pollard. They've had their fair share of good sprinters too. Bolton's from Trinidad. Now there's another one who used to get a lot of silver medals. It's on the tip of my tongue.
They don't do silver. What are you talking about? Pollard. Makes his 3rd delivery. Short through the leg side. He's hit it well in front of square. The man in the deep can't get it. How well did he time that? That was just brute force.
Geez, hit that hard, Corin Pollard. So Tremaine just dropping short. A bit of a bottom edge. He rolled his wrists and hit it clean. Look out, he's got his iron now, the big fella. If he gets hold of one here, it could go over to Concord.
Well, I'd be bowling short just purely on the fact that he won't hit it straight back at you. If you're pitching up, you don't get it right, you're in serious trouble.
Especially if you've got a long follow through. Here we go. What can he do?
Oh, it's gone wide of mid-off, and I don't reckon he got that either. The bat twisted in his hand, and just the one bounce.
Do you reckon he's hit it all right? Not right out of the sweet spot, but tell you what, he's hit it at a fair pace. Hit that hard.
Oh, slow it right down. We'll have a look. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Reckon you can hit it harder than that?
Yeah, I reckon he can, yeah. I reckon he'd actually put it through the fence. Got it at the bottom, didn't he? Oh, he flicked that beautifully. Oh, that's close. I reckon it went over the rope, it did. That he hit well. We get confirmation because it went like a tracer bullet to the fence. Let's have a look. It's a full toss. And yep, I think it's cleared the rope there. There it is, confirmation. 19 off the over. 4 for 173.
Well, that was a big ask putting Tremaine on then. Really got to be bowling Mahmood, surely. I know it's easy after the event, but he's got a lot of experience, Mahmood. You just got to mix it up at this stage of things, or bowl Yorkers, one of the two. So there's a couple of big overs here from over number 16 and then 19. So last over, Nannis to bowl it.
So Bota, I reckon he's just got to get one. Give it to Pollard and say, mate, you stay there then.
Well, 3 or a 5 would be better. 1, 3 or 5. Not going to get a 5. He could get a 3.
He won't get 3. Yeah, he's happy with that. No, I'd just be parking it up the non-strikers and go, right, it's all yours, big fella.
Yeah, just throw the bat down, take the pads off, and yeah, you have a go, Kyron. There's Nannis to the right handers. He's been pretty short most of the day. 63% bang the ball in. 11% in the good zone. 21 up nice and full. So he's mixed it up well. He's been tough to get away again. 2 for 15 off 3.1. This is his challenge though here, bowling to Kyron Pollard. I reckon he might bowl short.
Fine leg back and deep square. You've got to have the square leg round a bit further. So the hook shot, if he bowls it fractionally short, will come into play. Here we go, last over. Oh, don't run, what are you doing?
I think it would have held the strike, but Bota getting every run. Actually, that sprinter I was thinking of was Don Quarry, but he was from Jamaica anyway.
And that was about 5 overs ago. Have a look at the swing there for Pollard. Gee, that was good bat speed. I don't reckon he'd run. I reckon he'd leave him there.
Yeah, probably. I know it was 5 overs there, but it was annoying me. Anyway, here we go. 4 balls to go. Skipper on strike.
Flick through the leg side to fine leg. So this is a good over from Dirk Nannis. All singles so far.
Pollard on strike. If he gets it in his zone, it's going to go. But Nannis is pretty tough to collar. Bowling quick, and he's mixing it up well. 2 for 16, so he's been a standout again. 10 dots in these 21 deliveries thus far.
Three to go. 176 on the board for the strikers. Nannis to Pollard. Length. He goes straight up in the air. Chris Gale underneath and should take it, and he does. So a rare mistimed shot from Kyron Pollard. Good bowling from Dirk Nannis. That's his 3rd one tonight.
Yeah, well deserved from Nannis. Just hitting the pitch hard at good pace, and Pollard getting it right up high on the bat. He swung hard at it. That was going over to Parramatta. And a bit of a twirl of the bat. And Chris Gale, the Panther, just zooms in and takes it pretty easily. And he smiles at his West Indian teammate. He's going to chuck the ball at him. Off you go, son, he says. Go on. On your way, boy. Corin Pollard going for 16. 5 for 176.
You're on fire tonight with your accents. There's sort of a bit.
How good are they?
Yeah, not very. So Callum Ferguson is shuffling down the order and finally comes out tonight. 2 balls left, and he's not even going to face the next one.
Well, they might have stuck Richardson, actually. He can whack it.
Down a bit off. So 1 delivery left. And Nana's got 3 for 17 so far.
Callum Ferguson will face 1 ball only, unless it's a no ball. Where's he going to hit it? What's his zone? Third man and final legger back, so no ramp shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the ramp shot anyway, in case you cop it in the grill.
I reckon he's going to give himself a bit of room and maybe slap it over, maybe through point or over mid-on. Mid-on's up, so maybe those 2 zones, mid-on or backward point.
I'll go the walk across and flick through the leg side, 9 square. Bit of room and out straight to Chris Gale. Callum Ferguson only faces 1 delivery and he's out. Chris Gale takes his 2nd catch in the over. Fantastic bowling from Dirk Nannes. 4 for 17 from his 4.
Yeah, and just 4 off the last over. A bit frustrating for Callum Ferguson coming in off the last ball. He gets a duck, unfortunately. And Nannes restricts that score to 6 for 177 from 20 overs. It could have really blown out if that was a bad over, but they'll go into the sheds with a bit of momentum, the Thunder, and they'll think if they bat well tonight, they'll have to bat really well. They can run down that score.
The Adelaide Strikers got off to a good start. Klinger and Ludeman at the top there. 81, the opening partnership. Klinger 60 from 46 and Ludeman 46 from 39. Reardon once again superb tonight. 42 from 20, just really kicked it along. And then Corin Pollard, a handy 16 from 7 and a good total of 177.
The bowling from the Thunder, Gale bowled a couple of costly overs. Nannes was a standout. 4 overs, 4 for 17. Tremaine was expensive, though he had to bowl at the end, as was Coit. Mahmood just the 2 overs, bit of surprise. Zampa bowled 3 very good overs, then 1 expensive one, and Abbott just the 1 over. So a bit of a mixed bag by the Thunder, and we'll throw down to Jess.
Thanks very much, Junior. I've got Nathan Reardon here from the Strikers with me. Rock solid from the top order tonight.
Yeah, they set a very good platform, and runs on the board here is going to be very crucial. So hopefully we've got enough. Maxi and, like I said, Maxi and Lude set it up very well and gave us a chance to whack them at the end there.
Absolutely, a terrific partnership. Opened up by the openers tonight, and then when you came in, you hit 42 off 20, 5 sixes into the bargain. You've been in terrific touch.
Yeah, hit the ball well tonight, so mind you, saying that it's going to be a tricky wicket if our bowlers can bash it into the wicket, and I think we should have enough here, and hopefully this run we're having with teams chasing ends tonight.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. You've got a strike rate so far of 158. Have we seen the best of Nathan Reardon so far this Big Bash?
Let's hope not, but yeah, no, I feel all right at the moment, striking the ball well, so that's going to be my role in the middle order, and let's hope I can do it through the whole series.
What do you think of this total? Is it enough?
Yeah, I think it should be enough. I mean, like I said, any runs on the board here is always tricky, so there is one big X factor that if we can get the big fella out, then I think that'll go a long way to winning the game.
Absolutely. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, as Nathan said, every team who was batted first so far in the Big Bash League has gone on to lose the match. Can the Adelaide Strikers buck that trend tonight? We'll find out right after the break.
mercury is rising on Australia's summer football.
Oh, what a strike!
Live on Matchday Saturday, it's 3 games from 3 p.m.
Brilliant stuff.
Kicking things off, Wellington Central Coast, followed by Newcastle Sydney. Then, at 7:30, it's the big one.
And the half strike first.
The Melbourne Derby. Matchday Saturday. Live in HD, Fox Sports.
KwaZulu-Natal. Tough to say. Even tougher to drive. Sounds like one for the Ford Ranger. Out here, even when the road stops, it just keeps on going. And even way down, it keeps powering on. Built for any challenge. Ford Ranger.
Introducing the Black & Decker Matrix Quick Connect system. Drill, cut, sand, and more. Choose your power unit and easily change out attachments for different tasks, allowing you to tackle almost any home project. With the ability to purchase individual attachments as needed, the Matrix system empowers you to build your workshop as you go. The Black & Decker Matrix Quick Connect system. Expand and save.
A Tab market update.
The Sydney Sixers will be looking to rediscover their winning form from last season and bounce back from their shock loss to the Scorchers when they face Warnie's Melbourne Stars tomorrow night. Markets are on your screen now, including our Big Bash live betting special. And if you feel like having a bet, head to tab.com.au or call 133 390.
Come on, just relax those nerves.
Right,
this is not really a sport.
Okay, that's good to know.
Let's do it. All right, let's G him up. Here we go. Releases the ball.
Fell short. I'm a little self-conscious.
Got the glasses on, hiding the eyes. He's looking.
Adam Zampa tonight, 20-year-old playing his first game. His first 3 overs went for 15. He picked up a wicket as well. And then it went horribly wrong in his last over. Went for 30-odd. But in the end, some promising signs from the youngster for the Thunder tonight. Let's have a quick look at the card for the Adelaide Strikers. They lost the toss, they got sent in. Klinger and Ludeman at the top there, 60 and 46 between them. Nathan Reid and 42 from 20 tonight I thought was very good. And a little cameo there from Conrad Pollard, 16 from 70, 6 for 177. Mark Wars saw all the action with me, mate. Well, 177, did you think they were on track for that at the start?
Well, not really, because Ludeman and Klinger, even though they got off to a solid start, Klinger was struggling. Ludeman played pretty well, but, well, you always thought with Reardon and Pollard in the sheds, if they got in and got going, well, they could have got to that total. In the end, 177. I think it's above par total. I think it's a pretty good score.
Well, Michael Klinger came off after he got out and said only timed 2 shots tonight. He got 60 from 46.
That was one of them, the reverse sweep.
That was it. But, look, wasn't his most fluent innings, but he got them off to a good start.
Yeah, it was a solid start. Whenever you've got wickets in the shed, that's what can happen. You can get a couple of guys come in late in the order and really smack it. You can't help but think if Pollard and Reardon got in earlier, they actually might have got more than 177, but a useful 50 from Klinger.
Well, speaking of Nathan Reardon, he's been in pretty good form in this competition. He's got the ability to hit the ball and hit the ball long, and tonight we saw glimpses of that, didn't he? Limited opportunity given that.
Yeah, look, 42 off 20. It changed the game, really. I mean, I reckon he's one of the most dangerous players in the country in this form of the game. He hits the ball so hard. Particularly over mid-wicket, but 5 sixes, so no 4s, just 6s. He only dealt in the maximum, and then he got stuck into young Zampa, unfortunately, in his 4th over. But very good display of hitting, good power hitting, and it's got the Strikers up to that total where they're going to be favourites to win this game.
Yeah, struck them well. Let's have a look at his Ford Fox Tracker wagon wheel tonight. 42 all around the ground. He likes to go mid-off and mid-on, which I think are the right zones for him.
Yeah, look, he's just a good all-round player and mid-wicket as well. That's where he hits some long balls. But, yeah, he's continuing his good form so far in a couple of games this season.
Well, speaking of guys continuing in their good form, Dirk Nanner's outstanding here tonight. Picked up 4 wickets, but just his economy rate, 4 for 17, is hard to get away, and he starts them well.
He's very hard to get away. I mean, he's bowling so quick, and he's pretty accurate. He doesn't really give you a lot of width, so he's swinging the ball back into the right hand, so he can tuck them up, and because he's got that pace and a bit of an unusual action, he hits the splice a lot, and that's why he's so dangerous.
Chris Gale took 2 catches off Dirk Nellis in the last over. So 177 on the board for the Adelaide Strikers. Let's get down to Jess on the boundary.
Thanks, guys. I've got another GWS star here with me, Jonathan Giles. All right, what do you think of the Big Bash so far?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Strikers have put up a good score, so looking forward to seeing what Gale's got and hopefully he puts a few out of the stadium.
Now, another Adelaide boy here tonight. So who are you backing? Are you with the Strikers or are you with the Thunder?
Yeah, it's a tough one. Obviously, we follow the Thunder with being a Western side, and the Thunder and the Giants are a Western side, so we do support them, but also I've got a soft spot for Adelaide because I was an SA boy, so yeah.
So whoever wins tonight, you'll be happy?
Yeah, that's right. I'm just looking forward to a good game.
Now, you've been busy with the pre-season. Has Kevin Sheedy been flogging you guys, or you've been taking it a bit easy?
Yeah, it's been pretty solid so far, so I guess every pre-season's tough, and we finish up tomorrow and get a bit of a Christmas break and New Year's break, so everyone's looking forward to that and getting back, seeing their families and friends back home.
And you'll be heading to Adelaide to catch up with all your family?
Yeah, I fly out early Saturday morning, so I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone back home and having an enjoyable break.
Merry Christmas, enjoy the time with the family, looking forward to big things from GWS next year.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, it is time for a quick break. Stay with us. When we come back, the Sydney Thunder, they're in for the run chase.
Hello. I'd like to tell you about Bet365.com, the world's biggest online sports betting company. The reason why they're the world's #1 is very simple. They do great odds on a massive choice of sports. And guess what? Bet365.com is now based in Australia.
Introducing the Volvo 30-day sale. Save thousands on the S60 at just $49,990 drive away, including 3 years or 100,000 kilometres free scheduled servicing. Or an XC60 from $59,990 drive away. And the 7-seat XC90 R-Design from just $69,990 drive away. See your Volvo dealer now and save with a Volvo 30-day sale.
Unwrap Christmas at Harvey Norman. Great gift ideas at great prices. Exclusive offer. Beefeater Top Gear Bug Barbecue plus Stig Apron and Racing Mitt plus barbecue cover. All this for $6.99. Tefal ActiFry Plus $2.79 includes Jamie Oliver Fry Pan valued at $199.95. Super Lift and Cut. Philips Power Touch Men Shaver $69. DeLonghi Espresso Pixie. Easy capsule operation for great coffee $2.78 after cashback. More gift ideas in store and online at your Christmas shopping destination. Harvey Norman.
Go, Harvey, go. Thanks for a good time. Thanks, good on you. This is good.
The legendary KFC double is back, and it's spicier than ever.
I got some chicken for you. What do you got for me? A good time. That's right.
Welcome back to the ANZ Stadium. The Sydney Thunder won the toss. They bowled first. The Strikers got hit a couple of times. At the back end of their innings from Nathan Reardon and Michael Klingett, they put 177 on the board here tonight. Plenty to do for the Sydney Thunder in this one. They're chasing their first victory in the competition. The Strikers are 1-1. They win tonight. They'll go into the top 4. And the Thunder will be relying on that man left of screen, Chris Gale. And his partner in crime tonight will be Mark Cosgrove. So the two lefties go toe-to-toe tonight. The Adelaide Strikers, they need to strike early. So they're going to open up with spin. And it will be the skipper, Johan Botha, the off-spinner. And Cosgrove has missed out so far in the competition. But for Chris Gale, he missed out in the first dig as well. And got run out 12 from 13. The strike rate 164 and balls per boundary 4.1. Outstanding. Got 100 in this comp last year. Johan Botha, very accomplished off-spin bowler for the Adelaide Strikers. He's leading from the front. 1 for 36 in the last game and 1 for 23 against Perth Scorchers over there in the Wacker. So some good economy numbers, 7.4 for him, which is always good for the off-spinners. What can the Strikers do tonight? $178 the total.
I think it's a good tactic, actually. Johan Botha opening the bowling to the two lefties. They've got to break a 7-game losing streak here, the Thunder. They're going to have to bat well, really well. A couple of them got to stand up tonight.
And Cosgrove's away. What they've got to do is they've got to play straight. They didn't do it against the Renegades, and they lost a lot of wickets to playing across the line.
And they're probably going to give themselves a little bit more time to get in before they play the big shots. I know it's tough when you're chasing a run rate of just under 9, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Doesn't matter who you are. Quite often you see Chris Gale just be fairly conservative the first 10 balls of his innings, and he can unleash. He's the key, though, obviously.
But he takes his time, you know. He doesn't rush himself. He's pretty relaxed, but he gets into the zone what gets the best out of his ability. He doesn't get carried away the situation. Yes, we know that he will go out there and people expect him to bash the ball, but he takes his time.
He targets his bowlers too. He'll know which bowlers he can attack and which ones he's got to be a little bit more cautious against. I'd imagine Johan Botha is one of the bowlers he would think just got to be a fraction cautious against.
Oh, you don't want to run out. He's already been run out once. Far out.
I'll tell you what, I reckon that was a chance to Callum Ferguson. It bounced up beautifully for him. Look at that. Either end, probably. Well, he looked like he was slowing up, Chris Gale, but a direct hit would have made it very close. And imagine Cosgrove might have been struggling as well.
He gets run out again. No one will roll up to the next game. Don't worry about the quick singles. Cosgrove, he's got to play straight as well. Straight down over mid-on. That's his intention, Mark Cosgrove. That's his second scoring shot and the first 6 of the Thunder.
Yeah, great shot. Good commitment from Mark Cosgrove. He went after the ball, but he played really straight. And he backed himself to do the job there. That was the off-spinner. Kicked it well and hit it well. Good start. So end of the over, 8 off the over. Good start by the Thunder.
Let's have a look at the top 6 for the Thunder. Gale and Cosgrove for the first time opening up the batting this season. The big West Indian. And another lefty as well, Mark Cosgrove. Good shot in the last over. Azam Mahmood coming in at number 3. Good striker. He's a bit better than 33. And Chris Rogers, the skipper, coming in at 4. Sean Abbott, a very handy all-rounder and looking for a lot of things for him. And Cam Borges yet to get going in the comp. Could it be his night tonight?
And Dirk Nannis before the game said Chris Rogers has been looking really good in the nets this week. So hopefully he can transfer that form out into the middle. Anyway, Richardson, he's going to take the new ball. He's a good bowler, this lad. Right on fast medium. We might have to put fast if he bowls like he did the other night. 150 k's. He's got 2 slips in place. He'll slide the ball across the left-hander here. Bit high, pitching outside leg. Apart from that, it was okay.
He was ambitious. Play outside leg. It's a bit like Dirk Nanlis's first appeal in his first over to the right-handed batsman.
I don't think it was either hitting him, was it? Anyway, good start. He's handy, this youngster, Richardson. Real hustling, bustling type bowler. Oh, good short one too. That's good bowling.
Poor rifle just saying might be in a danger area. 20 overs, not going to change that much.
I like that from Richardson, though. He's not worried about the big name at the other end. Chris Gale straight away testing out the short one. Don't mind that length to Chris Gale. If he wants to hook, you can have a go. Look for two there. Ferguson showing a clean pair of heels there. Gee, he was quick to that.
You got to be careful running between the wickets, because in his first game, Chris Gale, he slid the bat in the turf and it dug in. And that's what cost him.
It'd be handy if he backed up as well. I think he was having a snooze at the striker's end. He didn't back up at all. Tell you, his running has got you worried, hasn't it, BJ? You worried about that?
What, you're not?
Well, because he's about his pace. Well, actually, Gale's pretty quick, but I just want to see him back up a bit more. Round the wicket, Richardson. Oh, in the air, just short, I reckon. Good work from Duropoulos.
On the half volley. So Cosgrove's made his intentions clear here tonight. Anything up, he's going down. He knows Richardson. And he knows the South Australians well. Used to play there.
Yeah, it's good hands from Duropoulos. He loves that shot. Well, they've got to go from the word go. The Thunder, they need nearly 9 and over, so they can't afford to be knocking it round. They've got to be pretty proactive.
Chris Gale backing up here. Pretty relaxed.
I've seen worse from Galey, but I reckon he could get another yard down the pitch there.
Well, it just looks like he's sort of walking up to the green with his putter, just sort of checking out the lie.
Just looking on the beach where to put his towel. Not a lot of urgency there, is there? Tell you what, he's quick though once he gets going. It's good over from Richardson, none for 11 from 2.
178 the target. Sean Tate just loosening up. And you can follow us on Twitter using the hashtag Fox_cricket. Support your teams. Hashtag Thunderstruck if you want to do the Thunder. Or hashtag Strikeforce for the Adelaide boys. Follow us and let us know what you think. And already, hey, there you go. The team battle tonight. 50-50 so far. Sitting on the fence a bit, aren't they?
Right on the fence. And the Wild Things in the attack. Strap yourself in. This is going to be great. Bowling to Chris Gale. Ooh, around the rib cage. Didn't quite get up.
I reckon equally a good battle is going to be up against Cosgrove. Cosgrove will have a different plan to Chris Gale because he knows Sean Tate so well. It wouldn't surprise me if Cosgrove just sort of gives himself a bit of room. Sean Tate will know he'll want to get him under the rib cage here, tighten him up. So this will be interesting. There it is. That's what we thought. It'd be probably a wide. But he does want to keep him short in the rib cage because he doesn't like him there. Not many people do, but Cosgrove doesn't.
Who does? But no, it's a good line. Just a fraction too wide, but it's good pace. It really zipped through. This is a great contest here. Love watching Sean Tate bowl. You know something's going to happen. So they're going to fly to the boundary or fly through the batsman. That's good pace. It's thudded into Ludeman's gloves. I don't know. I reckon they would have hit him on the shoulder if it hadn't bounced that high.
Mid-off, taking the Johan Botha. It was an ambitious shot there from Cosgrove. You heard it straight away. You heard the, oh, can't believe it. Mistimed shot, but hitting him over mid-off is Never easy at that pace.
Yeah, didn't quite middle at Cosgrove. I think the shot selection was okay, but you can see the bat turn his hand, so that meant he lost power. It was going over mid-off if he middled it, but he didn't middle it. Johan Boda doesn't make a mistake with that. And it's a pretty big wicket. He's a dangerous player, Cosgrove, when he gets going. So they strike early, the strikers. Sean Tate in his first over, the wild thing, gets rid of Mark Cosgrove for 8. It's 1 for 13. 1 for 13, the Thunder. And as Mahmood comes to the crease at number 3. So got the 2 internationals, Mahmood and Gale. What can they do? 2 slips in place. This is going to be a nice little test out for Azam Mahmood against Sean Tate. Could have got a medium pace for a spinner, but he's got Sean Tate steaming in. Didn't play in the first couple of games, which was a bit of a surprise for me, but he's on song tonight. Here we go.
Yeah, good start for Sean Tate, because I think he'd have something to prove tonight. He want to let everyone know that he deserves a spot in this Adelaide Strikers outfit.
Yeah, good pace to start with. He's not a bad player to be having on peeling the oranges on the bench. A good depth to the Strikers squad. 145, that's a good one first up. Flame ball. Oh, full, I think sliding down. Tell you what, he's got a good pair of pads on, Azam Mahmood. That thumped off his pad. Like a springy pads. Just sliding down, I'd say. It didn't come back. If it did, it would have been out. Another flame ball. Look at that fly off his pad.
Thudded.
A mattress in there. Blew off. This time off the thigh pad. Good work, Ludeman.
It was good work. Getting a bit leg side-ish at the start there, Sean Tate. Make sure he gets that line right.
Oh, full and straight. Mahmood clamps down on it. Good over from Tate. Just the 2 off it. 1 for 13.
Chris Gale at ANZ Stadium. 17 sixes he's hit. And he hit 22 last season in BBL. And Sean Tate, that first one we saw there, but all around the country. And it's just his timing. His head's very still. Full tosses will he eats him for breakfast. And the thing with him is he just picks his area, picks his zone, and holds his shape. And when he's in the zone, he is not only is he good to watch, but he's hard to contain as well. There you go, impact. Delivery from Richardson.
That is a good delivery. He's a tough customer for a left-hander, Richardson, because he slides the ball across them. So he pitches about leg and then goes right across the lefty. And good pace too, that's zipped. So it's not really a good fit for Chris Gale. Richardson, the angle he's bowling. See him just feeling for the ball, so it's good bowling from Richardson. Just about 140 Ks. There's the sixes that Gale knocked over against the Strikers last year, 11 in all.
And his pre-match ritual in the dressing room, just getting the blade ready. And that blade, the edges are as thick as his biceps. It looks like an old one. Down the wicket. Would have been in trouble there if Theo Garopolis had picked up.
It's an old favourite, that bat, for sure. Good set of guns on him, isn't he, Chris Gale? Again, just putting the tape on the edges, just trying to keep that bat going for a bit longer. A bit of ink there too.
Inked up. Just fits inside that little cubicle, doesn't he?
Like a greyhound in the boxes there. Not much room. He's a broad shoulders.
Haven't seen him down at Bondi or out at the beach yet, I don't think. Still lives in the city in Sydney.
I think he wakes up before 4 in the afternoon. Playing a miss.
He's been impressive, Richardson, throughout this whole competition. And what, I don't reckon he's very far away from sniffing into the Aussie team, the form he's in at the moment. Jackson Bird's got an opportunity, but I don't reckon he's too far behind.
Mate, if you fit, you're a chance. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good shot for a single. Yeah, if you fit and you can string together 3 or 4 games, you're in the money. In with a chance.
Rotate him in, you reckon?
We might rotate a commentator in too in a minute. Andrew Simon straight off the QF 432. Oh, that'll be wide.
Down the leg side as well. So Richardson. Look, I don't mind this theory from the Adelaide Strikers. They've gone with the quick bowlers just to contain Gale at the moment, try and get that run rate up. It's required now 10 runs and over. And then they can hang on as long as possible.
No, it's worked well. They've got the firepower to do it. So yeah, that run rate's pumped up to 10 already. So no easy hits here for Chris Gale. That time full and straight. So another good over by Richardson. Just the 3 off it. It's 1 for 16. 1 for 16. Thunder from 4 overs. And there is 3 commentators. Andrew Simons, he's here. The big fella. How are you, Roy? Had a good day, mate?
Yeah, I've had a day in the airport. But anyway, that happens.
Planes, trains and automobiles, was it?
Yeah. What's happened here?
We'll tell you in a minute.
Well, we'll get you a match summary in a sec.
Oh, that's close. And given, yeah. Bruce Oxenford gives Azam Mahmood, looking to swat it away on the onside. That's just quick and straight. Anything was the height, but looked pretty good live.
Never easy when you're trying to play across the line for a guy that's bowling 147 kilometres an hour. Straight away, you thought it was very, very close. He just needed to get one on line. And the shot there was sort of a cross bat, pull shot, swat. Height was the only issue. I think the line was pretty good, but I think that's a good decision. And Sean Tate in for his first game this season. He's got 2 for 2. And the overseas professional for the Thunder as a Mahmood on his way 2 for 16.
So the match summary for Roy. Have a look, mate. Strikers 6 for 177. The Thunder 2 for 16 from 4.1. And Rogers, oh, what a way to start. Half full in leg peg, but he gets a boundary. He's in good touch.
Well worked there from Bucky Rogers. Strolling across the crease, and he loves them on his pads. Most lefties do. And he's just helped it's on its way. Didn't try and hit it too hard. He knew he just needed to get bat on it and work it through the leg side. So there we have it, the Thunder. 2 for 20. Cosgrove gone already. And Rogers and Gale need another 158 to win their first game in the competition.
Oh, that'll be wide. So Tate's bowling quick. He's picked up 2 wickets. Azam Mahmood, the second. LBW. Let's just have a look on Fox Tracker to see where it was hitting. Maybe the top of leg. Yep, right on the top of leg. So good decision by Bruce Oxenford. It looked ugly too, didn't it? Probably given it out on the shot as much as anything, but that's definitely out. Sean Tate knew it.
Yeah, it's good to see Tatey back playing cricket. Always enjoyed watching him play. He's a wicket taker, that's for sure.
He's always something happening when he's bowling, isn't it, Sean Tate? His bowl's quick and he can go for runs, but he can knock the poles out, he can knock blokes over, hit helmets. He's got the lot. Exciting stuff, especially when he's bowling to a stroke maker as well. He bowled against Davey Warner here last year, and it's some of the best cricket we've seen for a while.
Uppishly, but that's well timed from Rogers, and the man in the deep won't get it. Callum Ferguson's pretty quick across the turf. Even he couldn't reach that one.
Well, that's the danger of Tate's pace. Batsman gets anything on it, particularly behind point or square on leg side, it races away.
Yeah, just used the pace nicely there, Rogers. He's timing it nicely. Just ran that back foot of point, and Ferguson had no chance to get around.
Change of pace there, but well played from Rogers. He's getting onto a flyer, Chris Rogers.
Yeah, well, they sort of need to get things rolling here. They're on that rate to sneak up into that 10 runs and over bracket. A slow ball from Tate. Just slid that one off the face of the bat behind point for another couple of handy runs there.
Dirk Nannis has tipped him to be top scorer tonight. Oh, that would have been a tight run. I think Chris Gale did the right thing, sent him back. 11 off the over, 2 for 27.
The strikers in their 177, 8 sixes tonight. And Ludeman hit the first one, that was a good one. Down the leg side and swatted it, and again off Zampa the spin, and then Scott Coit caught one off Nathan Reardon. It's a slowie, and then that one over mid-off was beautifully executed, and that was belter. Probably the biggest one tonight, that one from Reardon. Batted really well, Nathan Reardon. 42 from 20 deliveries. And the big Kyron Pollard punched one out tonight as well. So outstanding from Nathan Reardon tonight. 96, the biggest one from him.
Yeah, they had a few big ones. Reardon 96, 92, Ludeman 90, Reardon again, Ludeman again. So some good ball striking. The Thunder have got to match that and even a bit more. Putland in the attack. Slow ball, and I reckon that's going to go close. Oh, it's plugged. So it went a long way, but stopped very quickly.
It's a long way square of the wicket here. Got it slightly high on the bat, perhaps, too. Plugged. Pollard was able to tidy that one up.
Oh, another change of pace as well. I think Griscoe just picked that up late, but good enough.
Yeah, I reckon he might fancy Putland, but he's not a bad bowler, Gary Putland. You can see Chris Gale's intentions is to get after him. He's 7 from 13, so very sedate start. But he can pick it up quickly as he gets through the overs. Leg spinner.
Yeah, he's got a good slow ball, Putland. Bowls it over the wrist and gets it to dip and bounces as well as being slower.
We've got to remember when he got that 100 last year here at ANZ, he was 7 off 11, and then he got his 50 off 31. So as you said, June, he does start slow, and he knows he's the key. I mean, if he gets out, and it makes it very difficult for the Thunder. Strike rate only 53 so far.
Oh, plain a miss. Yeah, he's the key, that's for sure, but they've got to bat well at the other end too. When you need 10 and over, both ends have got to be scoring.
Yeah, Rogers has come out and started very well. So if Chris gets going here, I mean, if he faces, 50 or 60 balls, they're going to be well and truly on their way to winning this game, but he will accelerate.
Good change up. Is it a wide? And it is.
Yeah, I thought so. Umpires just making sure. Bruce Oxenford at square leg. Just signalling the paw off. Yep, that's a wide. Change up there from Putland. Don't want to let the batsman settle. Fair enough. Yep, it's a wide. A short backlift, Chris Rogers just punches the ball. This time full and punch through the covers. Dropless got a hand on it, so it won't go for 4. Easy 3 though.
Yeah, he's just playing good cricket shots here at the front half of his innings here, Chris Rogers. That was a beautiful back foot drive. Very difficult shot to play, but timed that one nicely again as well. Short backlift and just punched it. Kept his bat nice and vertical, elbow up. Good start.
Oh, playing a miss. Is that a wide? No, it's okay. End of the over, 2 for 34.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an important announcement for the parents.
So the power play, the first 6 overs. Cosgrove got off to a fire, hit the first 6 for the Thunder, straight over mid-on. Sean Tate was on fire, miss-hit, and he was out. And then the next one, Azhar Mahmood, caught in front from a searing delivery from Sean Tate. And Chris Rogers has been workmanlike. 13 from 8, a couple of boundaries for him. Run rate required, just over 10. At the moment, they're just under 9.
Yeah, big task ahead here for the Thunder. So you can see after 6 overs, the strikers fairway in front. And a couple of wickets less as well. Johan Boda comes back in the attack. He won't be easy. Where's the batsman padded up? There they are, down the other end. Mahmood, well, he can't go back in. But, Sean Abbott's next to him, he can. Cameron Borges, they're the next 2 guys in. Why do batsmen keep the pads on after they've got out?
It's quite cool down there
on
the ground. Saves you having to carry them back up to the dressing shed, maybe.
Good answer too. Take that. You could have got some throat lozenges. How's your throat? You're struggling, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat too, so been a terrific day so far.
At least the plane got there. Didn't have a spill on the way.
Chatting to too many people in the lounge.
Go, motor, go, motor. Work, motor.
Just be the one.
But it's one of these grounds where you can catch up once you get in and going, because it's so short straight. You can catch up a bit later on, pick up a lot of boundaries straight down the ground.
It's only 58 metres down to the eastern side of the ground. That's right to left on the picture there. That's off stump, I'd imagine. Worth a shout though.
Those are the shots I don't like from Chris Rogers. He played those shots against the Renegades, and you're only going to get one. He's just trying to chip that to mid-wicket to get off strike, and there's a lot of risk in it. When he's got no mid on there, I'd like to see him just punch it straight if he wants to play that shot. Very hard to play across the line for Bota because he's got a good change of pace and he's quick through the air sometimes. That's through because it's wide. And that should be his 3rd boundary. No, good work from Theo Geropoulos. Got the hand on it just inside the rope.
It's very, very fast across the ground, Theo Geropoulos. Good athlete. Well, backhand Panther June, like one of your old ones, behind the back. Little Superman over the rope.
That was well fielded. Saved a run. That's good bowling from Boda. Yeah, I get you. Take your point with Rogers, but that's the sort of player he is. He's not a real down the ground sort of player. He, hits the ball square of the wicket more than straight. Not like Chris Gale. He goes down the ground. He's struggling, Chris Gale. 8 from 17. It's end of the over. 2 for 39.
Well, when he gets going, Chris Gale, his zone is straight. The reason it's straight because it's the shortest part of the ground. And if we have a look at how far that distance is, around about 59. 58 metres straight.
It's 58 and 61, so slightly shorter that way from left to right. That's towards the east, from hitting from the west. That's hitting from Parramatta over to Concord, and 61 the other way. And square of the wicket's about 70 metres. You know your suburbs, BG, out this way, don't you?
Well, we'll go nationally around the country, so for the people that live in Sydney, they'll get that. Big Chiron comes into the attack. We go. Who's got the biggest gold chain?
Better throw Narayan in there from the Sixers. He's got him covered easy. What about Kemo Roach? He's got a big one too.
So Neil Narayan, yeah, his is about 4 times as thick as Chiron Pollard's.
I reckon Roach is up there.
Pollard will be bowling his little fiddlers. He bowls a lot of cutters and changes his pace regularly. Sometimes brings the keeper up, but not at this point.
Will be the next poll question. Who's got the biggest chain in the West Indians?
Not the sharpest from Chiron Pollard.
No, his lack of pace is the thing that gets you, because he's a big unit. He charges in, then it just sort of lamonges out. He cuts the ball a lot, bowls a lot of off cut. He gets a bit of bounce though, because he is so tall. He's actually quite awkward for the left-hander.
Into the deep, man coming in. It should be a test mark. It is. Big wicket for the Strikers. Chiron Pollard is the man. And that is a big blow for the Thunder.
That's a big blow. He's got all the moves, Pollard, and he gets his man, Chris Gale. I reckon they'll be bragging rights there for a while, and that's a big blow. Unfortunately for the Thunder, Chris Gale, he wasn't on song tonight, was he? He's gone for 8. And that's a mighty big wicket for the Strikers. Look at that, it's a half tracker. He's hit it pretty well. Picked out the man straight to him out there. They hit it flat, and Johan Bader's not going to drop that. And Pollard says, thank you very much, that'll do me. Off he goes.
Come in, Saka. So he goes to 8, 3 for 40.
Sean Abbott comes in at number 5. Now, he is a good striker and a dangerous player if he can get going. The Thunder, they're not out of it yet. Don't worry about that. He's hit the biggest 6 of the tournament so far. Hit Brett Lee over square leg in Sydney. So he's just got to get himself in there. It's not easy to come in and just hit it over the fence straight away. He's got to get his eye in first. He does expose his stumps a bit too, Sean Abbott. Tends to back away, so just got to be careful there.
Yeah, well, they need a partnership desperately. They're on that rate to keep heading north. Makes things difficult. It's a clever delivery first up, the slower bumper.
He's a cagey customer, Pollard. Watch him just cut his fingers across this. That was the sort of delivery that actually got Gale out. And Sean Abbott just pulled out at the last minute, which was just because he was deceived by the lack of pace. Oh, it's gone up in the air. Hopefully it's safe. It is, luckily for Abbott. In fact, it's gone for a boundary, so risky start by Sean Abbott. Gets away with it.
Pollard. As you said, June, and stepped away to give himself some room. They got mid-off up. He was looking to hit that back over mid-off. Top edge, thick outside edge, and it flew away for 4. So handy runs.
Tell you what, it'd be nasty, Chiron Pollard, if he had another 30 Ks. He doesn't mind a bit of lip, bowling at 115. Get it up to 145, it'd be very mean.
And through the leg side this time, so this could be back-to-back boundaries. So that's a handy start for Sean Abbott. 9 off the over. 3 for 48. On the Ford Fox tracker there. The release points there from Pollard, nice and high, where Richardson's just a fraction lower. Richardson angles in more to the right-hander, and Pollard likes to go wide of the crease. He sort of runs in and jumps out wide. Richardson's about 140 odd, and Pollard's about 120 odd.
He's a bit taller too, isn't he, Kyron Pollard? He's a handy bowler in one-day cricket, though, Pollard. He mixed it up well. Good competitor. We'll have a word to say. He's pretty aggressive. Johan Boda to continue to Rogers. Captain versus captain. Oh, playing back to that. So he doesn't like to come down the ground, Rogers. He's a squirter. It's a true point, back foot and front. Now this will be interesting, Sean Abbott. Let's just see what he does against Johan Boda. He likes to go early, Boda. Abbott, sorry. And he's hit that well, and Rogers has slipped it. Might have been 2 in that. It's a nice little start to Abbott's innings, 9 from 4. Rogers and Abbott, this is the partnership, big one in this game. These two, if they can get going, they'll get the Thunder back into this. Into the gap, look for 2. Just a single, Reardon loping in.
Well, the thing with Sean Abbott, he knows that he's got to go. I mean, the run rate's getting up to 11.5 and over, so someone's got to go, and he's the one that can do it more than Rogers. That's through, but it's got a hand on it. And it'll be a couple.
That's a good stop from Reardon. That was 4. That well timed by Abbott. Off the back foot, waited for it well. He's going to love to go downtown here. Abbott, he's eyeing off that straight boundary, or maybe over mid-on. It's time to sweep. 6 off the over, 3 for 54.
Well, let's have a look at who else has got to come for the Sydney Thunder tonight. Hamburgers, strike rate 114. Ryan Carter's has been in pretty good nick in this competition as well. Scott Coit, we haven't seen him at bat yet. And Tremaine, well, his batting in the last game was superb. So he's got the ability to do it. 37 from 23, Mr. Tremaine.
Top scored, didn't he, for the Thunder? Hopefully he won't top score tonight, because if he does, it probably means they're in trouble. Thunder, you want one of these two to top score, either Rogers or Abbott. And spinner Cameron Boyce. So this might be an opportunity. Boyce, he's a good bowler, but leg spinner in the short version. If you don't get it right, it can go. So I reckon Sean Abbott might fancy Boyce here.
Yeah, well, the game's at that stage, at that point where something's got to happen, something's got to give wicket-wise, or either the batters have got to look to find the boundary a bit more regularly.
Short and chipped away. Should get 2. Yeah, I'll get 2. Good running. Surprised Abbott didn't cut that, actually.
Well, Adam Zampa bowled pretty well tonight in his first 3 overs. He had a drop catch first ball, and Boyce had a drop catch in his second ball at the Adelaide Oval. So that was last Thursday night against the Heat. Oh, chipped away. Oh, that's a soft dismissal by Sean Abbott. Boyce
He gets a wicket with his second ball tonight. Unfortunately, Abbott has poked it in the air, and the 4th wicket goes down.
That was a very strange dismissal. Either the ball's really checked and stopped when it bounced, because it seemed to really surprise the batsman. It did spin a fraction, but didn't seem to do anything really untoward. It's it's probably one of those shots he hopes he never sees again.
I don't know if that was a shot. Not sure what that was. Anyway, the Thunder in a bit of trouble. Abbott goes to 14, 4 for 56. 4 for 56, the Thunder. Cam Borgus, the new batsman. And not good reading, the skipper Rogers, 20 for 15, and Sean Abbott, the man out. The last man out, 14 from 8. Oh, that's nice from Boyce. Boyce, he's getting a bit of turn there and a bit of drift as well.
Yeah, he's getting enough revolutions on the ball just to drift it, then bite off the track a bit. He loves that shot. Cameron Borgus. Who appealed for that? Fair income. That's missed 8 sets of stumps.
Here's Abbott. Just see how much he hits it far outside. Look at that. Look where he's hit that. Right out in front. Front straight leg, which only way it's going to go is in the air.
Yeah, not pretty, that one from Sean Abbott. I don't know whether he's premeditating it, hit somewhere else and change his mind late. Anyway, you'll learn from that. And the Thunder, they've got a big task here. They need a partnership, and they need it quickly. Borgus and Rogers, 2 experienced players. Single off the last ball. Good over by Boyce. A wicket and 4 for 58.
So this conversation will have to be about the run rate. It's up at 12 now. So a move needs to be made. Rogers needs to start finding the boundary while Borgus gets himself in and going.
Cam Borgus, 11 and 5 in the first 2 games. And his best 62 not out. He needs that tonight.
It's a tough ask, isn't it? 2 a ball from 10 overs out. You have to play out of their skins here, the Thunder. They haven't really shown us that they're capable of that for a while, but you never know. Pollard to continue. Change ends coming from the western end.
So for the run rate here, it's probably got to be up to Rogers here, 21 from 17. He's got to be a bit more aggressive.
It's up to both players. I mean, it's very tough, isn't it? Yeah, you can't lose wickets, but you've got to score 2 a ball. You'll hit that. No, it's off the toe. Lack of pace doing Rogers. You've just got to tell yourself when Pollard's bowling, wait for it. Wait, wait, wait.
Well, I reckon you've got to treat him like an off spinner because that's all he bowls.
Yeah, and he generally doesn't pitch up much. You sort of sit back in your crease and look to smack him square of the wicket. And then he pitches one up. So. Back up. But yeah, I'd sort of set up and wait back in my crease and try and get him sort of over mid-wicket. Maybe flat bat him straight back over his head or something mid-on.
Changing the field for Borgus. That finally goes back, no doubt, for that sort of paddle sweep or the ramp. Third man's gone back as well. Just getting that finally really fine for that ramp shot or sweep.
Well, it's not as effective against a slower bowler. And Hitting it in the gaps sort of ain't going to get it done. Someone's got to hit it hard and through the field, or maybe over the rope. It's hard for Cam Borges. He's just arrived there. He's only faced 4 balls, but Rogers is the one that's got to try and hit through the field, hit long. Into the deep. To the man in the deep.
There's that delivery again where you've just got to sit back and wait for it, then bang, hit it. Disappointed with that, Rogers. That was a bit of a gift for him. .4 overs I need at this stage. They'll come back tomorrow.
We'll leave the lights on. Just close up and shut shop when you're finished. Right back at the crease there from Pollard. And Borges works it through the leg side. 4 for 62. Kyron Pollard at the Adelaide Oval in his first game. Handy with the bat and handy with the ball as well. That was the first wicket he got. Change of pace, a lob spinner. And what about the catch there? Tim Ludeman. Left hand in the middle. Plucked it out of nowhere. And what about the run out? Now, I don't know if he meant that, but I don't think he did. But that is unlucky. Through the legs, onto the stumps.
He's good, but he's not that good, BJ. That was an inside edge off his heel. There's a ramp. And he'll get one from it. Yeah, it's just not enough pace on it for that shot. He'd be better off hitting it straight back over his head.
There's a lot of fiddly little shots going on here, and they need 13 runs and over. They need to reassess. Bucky Rogers has got to find the boundary here.
There it is. Chris Rogers did not get close to that. And Cameron Boyce picks up his 2nd wicket tonight.
Well bowled, that's the wrong one. So it's done Chris Rogers in the air and off the pitch. Didn't pick it. Good bowling from Boyce. Come on, and he's picked up a couple of big wickets. This time it's the skipper looking to go long and straight. There you go. It's the wrong one, or the toppy. Might have been a toppy. And he thought it was a leg. He's missed it by a country mile. And it's good bowling, unfortunately, for the Thunder. They dig a bigger hole for themselves. There you can see the zing bails and the stumps. You love that, Roy, don't you? End of the penny section for the skipper Rogers. Boyce gets another wicket. And the Thunder skipper, he's gone. It's 5 for 63.
Ryan Carr is the new batsman to the crease. 33 off 24 in his first game against the Sixers. He looked good. And even his 18 from 19 against the Renegades last week here. Played some pretty good shots. So what can he do tonight for the Thunder? Helping out with fans tonight, Kyron Pollard. Drifting just down the leg side, and it's a wide. It's ducked in late.
So looking to attack here to the new batsman. They've brought a slip in. That one there is sliding down leg side. It looks like he's getting a good little bit of work on the ball here, getting it to drift like that.
Oh. Cannot go back.
No, he misjudged the length there. That was basically a half volley. So maybe just premeditating or not watching the ball. This time he goes forward. Good bowling. It's going to be a run out here. Gee, I reckon he's out. If not, he should be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not sure he was backing up, but the direct hit, he was definitely gone. There won't be too much in this. Here we go here. Good work from Ferguson to pick up the throw. Ludeman if he gets there quickly. And thank you very much. So when they didn't need to lose another batsman, they do. And Cam Borges cannot believe it.
He's going to be out. There was never a run in it. Ryan Carter's got rid of Borges with a bad call. Yeah, he's out. So, unfortunately for Borges, not sure if he was backing up that far, but gee, it was a tight single. He's out for 4 at 6 for 64.
Well, I wasn't sure if there was a run in there as well, but Borges was always going to be touch and go. And he looked like he was backing up. I mean, it's a tough one.
It's just not a run. There's no way that was a single. He backed up as good as he could, and he took off straight away as well. Just a misjudgment by Carter's, wasn't it?
Yeah, and also because the new batsman had just come to the crease, the fielders in the ring are very close trying to prevent those singles, so it's always going to be hard for him to get home there. Scott Cooch, the new batsman. Sorry, Coit.
In relation to Ronnie Coote, footballer.
Well, there's definitely a single there. I don't think there's two, though.
We've just got to try and get some respectability into this total now, the Thunder. I don't think they can win it. But you want to keep fighting and showing everybody that you're in the competition with a bit of spirit. Yeah, it's a better call. Into the over, 6 for 65. So the points table, we'll just have a look at that, assuming that the Strikers get the cash tonight, which you'd imagine they would. They'll get up to 4 points, and their net run rate will be pretty good, so they might even sneak up the second there. Renegades, only team that with the 100% record, 3 from 3. The rest of the team's pretty bunched up there. The Thunder have a lot of work to do. The Hurricanes have been disappointing to my eye. I rate them quite highly. 1 from 3. Of course, 4 teams get into the semis.
Yeah, Sixers only played 2 games. This will be the third one for the Strikers, so the Sixers still got an opportunity. And they take on the Melbourne Stars tomorrow night at the MCG. So that'll be a cracking game.
All the Sixers, 6 for 66. We want to be Kenny Callender doing the commentary. He doesn't like all the Sixers. So required rate 14.3. Pretty tough, right?
Yeah, it's at that point where respectability's important, but there's still, best part 8 overs to go. So, these young fellas have an opportunity here to make a name for themselves, score some runs.
Just pinged that back at him. I think Ryan Carter saw the happy side of it.
And he should have whacked that for 6 when Pollard threw it back at him. A bit annoying, isn't he? Okay, Pollard at times. Watch this, picks it up, throws it straight back at Ryan Carter's. Well, you just got to hit that out of the park. You'd apologise, though.
Slight. Just the raise of the hand. Well, either that or he said, can you throw it back to me?
Well, you just slide your bat into his ankle there when you're running for the first run.
Oh, I don't know, gee.
Bit big to mess with.
Oh, yeah. In the back line, wouldn't he be? A bit like Sonny Bill Williams, would he?
He had to stop out wide on the burst. He's big, fast, and good hands as well.
And just the one. Run a ball, and the required run rate, just 15 and over.
Yeah, no one's really looked to hit the ball down the ground in the second innings. The spinners haven't been attacked down the ground, have been played square of the wicket.
It's a good shot from Carter's. Pick up 2, maybe 3. Geropoulos gathers it. No, should have got 3.
Really wide of the crease here, Corin Pollard. Court's all right. He likes to get out wide. Like big Carl Rackerman.
Open chested there, has the stress on the back there.
Into the deep, man coming in, dropless. Doesn't get there. Into the over, 6 for 71. Coming up tomorrow night, the Melbourne Stars take on the Sydney Sixers, 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time. All the action from the MCG, Fox Sports 2. Big game. And Shane Warne's Melbourne Stars played their second game at the G and chasing a spot in the finals of this competition. Now, these 6 balls have been bowled. Oren Pollard wants to bowl another one, but it's only 6 overs, 6 balls per over. And the scoreboard might have just given the indication that it was 1 more ball to go.
Pollard just having a few words to Carter's. Carter says, take it easy. Well, you champ. I'm just minding my own business, having a bat. Time since the last boundary, 21 minutes. 30 pills. 107 required at 15.2. There's a few optimistic Thunder supporters with their little thunder, little lightning bolts there.
There's that lap shot again. Yeah, it's a lot of effort just for a single. With that lap shot, it doesn't really work when you've got no pace on the ball.
School holidays. A few kids in tonight. Mums and dads have brought them down.
Oh, quicker one. Oh, Sean Tate, the wild thing. He's on the deck. Look at him. Pick up a couple. That's quite quick, that, from C. Boyce. That's about 111 Ks. Have a look at the big unit. Get a bad little hop there, I must admit.
That's well placed and a boundary. It's taken 22 minutes and 6 overs.
So got down the wicket and got to this on the full. Turned it into a full toss and timed it beautifully, squirted it wide of mid-off for a full.
Oh, 2 in a row. Yep, another boundary. So better late than never. There's a couple. So Scott Coit getting on with it. 13 from 6. We had the number 9 top score the other night. We might get number 8 tonight.
Yeah, well, this had to happen. Attack the spinners down the ground to the shortest part of the boundary.
Might just get the big loopy wrong in here to the lefty. Chris Rogers can't pick it. I wonder if Scott Coit can. Let's see it. Oh, it's gone right across and missed it.
It's horrible batting, Beach. I know this is 2020, but it's a filthy shot.
He's making it hard for himself. Moving across the crease that far. Just stand and hit it. Stand still and hit it. There you go. That's the way. That's long. I reckon it's long enough, surely. Yep. It's a good shot from Coit. Forget the fancy one. Hit it straight down the ground. 17 off that over. 6 for 88.
Should have gone the wrong end. Pretty well hit there from Scott Coit. Good piece. Touch and go in the end, but just enough. And your shout question tonight, who's the most dangerous bowler for the Strikers? Tate, 47%, and Richardson, 27%. Pollard, 17%. And Tate's been dangerous tonight, but Richardson has been in fine form. Johan Botha, always economical. Wouldn't say he's dangerous in the sense that you get hurt.
Depends how you read the question. Dangerous as in hurt, or wickets. Interpret the question. Good bowler though, nonetheless.
Work boats, work boats. Yeah, good, motor.
96k is that delivery. Good change up.
Yeah, he's pretty cagey, both. I mean, I don't think he'll allow him to sort of get under him. Could be a lot of Yorkers bowled in this over. That's belted down the ground just over the biggest man on the field's head. So you deserve 6.
Ryan Carter gets in on the 6 action. Saw his partner clobber one last over, and this time down the ground. Good shot. Off spinner. Hit it flat and cleared the big unit down there. Pollard.
Down.
Down the ground again, so this is a good partnership. 30 off 31 off 17. Might not be over just yet.
Yeah, it'll be good to watch if they get over from here, but they've got the right idea now. Hitting the ball down the ground, attacking that short boundary, playing good, sensible cricket shots.
Straight back, and that will be a sore finger for Johan Botha. I don't think he really wanted, but he sort of had to show that he was trying.
I think he was trying, but it's clobbered by Coit. Hit it hard, and that stung. Well, he's getting him in the half volley region, isn't he, Johan Botha? And, yeah, it's burst through the hands.
Oh. Didn't even get into that set position. And he's chipped that in the mid-on, and Pollard drops it. Well, he had a bit to say to Ryan Carters, and I think he's had the last laugh. Ryan?
Yeah, Tibbs yapping. Okay, Pollard. Just dropped the sitter.
Just put his hat on properly. It'll help.
Down.
So drop catch by Pollard. He gets a bit of a jeer from the Thunder crowd. Into the over, 6 for 99. Here we go. Should eat them for brekkie. Pollard. Just tell you what, he's only just got a glove on that. It's burst straight through.
Put it on the watch strap. 6 for 99.
So the worms. The green worm is starting to pop his head up near the surface a little here. Pollard error there. Hopefully he doesn't pay for that later on. But a good little partnership building here. Still need a hell of a lot of runs off not many balls, but things have improved over the last 3 overs.
Putland into the attack. His second over. Playing him his... The strikers really put the foot down there. The last 5 overs, they got 62, I think it was. So, a little cameo from Pollard and Reardon. He played a dashing innings.
Yeah, well, at one stage I thought the Sixers were looking at 200. And I reckon they just, sorry, the Strikers, looking at 200. They just slowed up around about that 10 to 14 over mark. That's into the deep and in the gap as well. Pace there from Michael Klinger. Then, yeah, as you said, Pollard and also Reardon just gave them a bit of a kick along getting that 177. So the 100 up for the Thunder. And the Strikers at this stage are 1 for 127. So they had a really good launching pad.
Sean Tate's only bowled 2 overs, hasn't he, so far? He's got a couple of overs up his sleeve. He hasn't played a lot, so you imagine Johan Boda would be keen to get him back, Chris.
Well, that's why I thought he would bring him back now, just to really have a go and crack and bowl the team out. And I'd get him in next over at least. Carter's and Scott Coit. I wouldn't want to be facing Tate. It's over cover again. And a nice shot and a boundary.
Takes Coit to the top scorer, 24. So he's hitting him well.
Yeah, it was a slower ball. And it had a little bit of width on it. Coit sliced that nicely over cover. Picked himself up 4 more runs. So he's scored 19 off his last 5 balls, Scott Coit, so it is impressive.
Guys, cream that. That is a big hit. And one they needed.
That's a wallop. That's gone a mile. That's a big hit. Real big hit. And that's 100 metres, that one. Close to 100, I reckon. Gee, it was a good strike. Slow ball, wasn't it, from Putland? Yeah, the leggy, and bang, out of the sweet spot.
He's enjoying those slower balls, June. The last 2 he's bowled disappeared.
That actually was a pretty good one too. It dipped on a length and he just got underneath it. Made great connection. You don't want to lean too far over that seat up there. You'll go over the edge. Oh, he's hit that well too. 14 off the over. That's a good one for the Thunder. 6 for 113.
So these two gaining a little bit of momentum here. Here's the slow ball. It was a good delivery. It's just a better shot. Deposited well back. A good strong cricket shot. Nothing fancy about that. Hitting, got himself in a good powerful position. Kept his head relatively still and dispatched it.
He's 98. A couple more metres. He would have got in the top 3.
Change bowler for the Adelaide Strikers and the West End. Back in the attack is Kate.
So the Thunder have got a 1st place and a 5th place here in the biggest 6s, so they've got something on the scoreboard.
Richardson, leg side. Plenty to do for Sean Tate. Richardson, no wicket for 7 tonight. Into his 3rd over. His first couple were impressive. Pace.
He bowled to Chris Gale. He bowled the good batsman, Richardson. He did a good job to keep him under wraps early. In fact, he beat the bat a few times. But this is a good little partnership, 51. Oh, well taken off the thigh pad. Good take, though.
Save 4. So the quickies got to get stuck in here to the tail end. It's the partnership, 51 from 28. And straight at the stumps. Beautifully bowled from Kane Richardson. Full and straight and fast.
Got the best Yorker in the business, I reckon, Richardson. He lands it as good as anybody. We saw that in Adelaide against the Heat last week, and bang, look at this. Quick and straight, and that's absolute perfect Yorker right on the crease. And look at the lights, Roy, you like them?
Yeah, Jingle Bell Rock. I think he might have even guided that off the sort of toe-ish part of the bat onto his off stump, but it was the length of the ball was spot on. There's not much you can do with that at all.
So the Strikers pick up their 7th, and good little innings there from Scott Coit. 33 for him off 15, 7 for 115.
Yeah, handy innings comes to an end. Couldn't do much about that. Scott Coyton. Here comes the top scorer from the previous game, Chris Tremaine at number 9. And he want to be on his toes here because Richardson will steam in here. Oh, full and straight. Maybe a short one, maybe a Yorker.
Whatever it is, yeah, I reckon it's going to be straight at the stumps. Richardson 1 for 7. A good economy rate once again. Another strong performance from him tonight. Ball straight through him, first ball. Bales go, and Richardson 2 in a row.
Straight and full. This one not quite a Yorker, I don't think. It might have been a half volley, but it's quick and straight and good enough. That's good bowling from Richardson. He's on a hat-trick. He's going well, isn't he? Fast and straight.
The last hat-trick we've seen in this is Rana Naveed. Jingle Bell Rock up in the air again. Geez, they're good. Only a few days till Santa comes, June. I'm hoping they're under the tree.
You put them on your tree, those bales. Light up your tree. Look at Kay Richardson, he's off. You beauty. You want a hat-trick before old Tremaine gets a globe. The penthouse to the outhouse. Top score to bottom score. 8 for 115. What's the odds of a hat-trick all bowled? I reckon pretty good at this stage. Young Adam Zampa comes in on a hat-trick in his first game. Slips in place. Here we go.
I'd have another couple of slips with this scoreline. It's on here, it's on. Oh, playing a miss.
Geez, he just wanted it straight and full, and he had him, I reckon. Just dragged it down outside off stump. Let's have a look at dismissal. No, that's the hat-trick ball. Short. Actually just nipped away too.
Yeah, it wasn't the right ball to a tail ender. You just needed it nice and full and at the sticks. He tried to deliver it to a top order batsman. Oh, that's well played. That is a very good over. 2 from it. 8 for 115. Well, let's have a look at the wickets tonight. If you're just joined our coverage and wondered what's going on, this is what's going on. Cozzy gone for 8. He was the first wicket down, though, 1 for 13. And then Sean Tate, quick, full and fast, and Nazim Mahmood was caught in front for 1. But the big wicket of the night was Chris Gale. Corin Pollard, the West Indian teammate, he holed out in the deep, and Pollard picked up his first wicket for the night, was pretty happy. And then Sean Abbott just chipped it straight to cover, and he was on his way as well. And then Rogers didn't get near it. It was the wrong one. Boyce threw it up and lost his leg stump. And then Borges just got run out, got sizzled on the barbecue. He was well short of his crease there. And then Richardson got into the act. Scott Coy 31, not 15, mind you, pretty handy. And then Tremaine went first ball. And Richardson was on a hat-trick and he missed out. 8 for 115 from 17. Here's Sean Tate. Down the leg side is an appeal. Is it wide though? Yes, it is.
So it's a brave shot. That is a brave shot against Sean Tate, the ramp shot. Good way if you want to lose your choppers.
Good way to put a lump on your forehead, June.
Well, Tatey here's just going to do like the Lasith Malinga. Just the Yorkers. Don't worry about the short ones. If you bowl full in the Yorkers, I mean, it's a very difficult shot to ramp. He's got to get that practice in of the Yorker. Now's the ideal time.
Oh, this place.
Another wide.
148 Ks. I wish you'd stop doing that shot, Ryan Carter. You're going to get yourself injured.
And there's a fine leg down there. It's not as if the man's up inside the circle. I don't see the science behind that at all.
And Tatey's not bowling the right delivery, so you see, we're just bowling full and straight. And if he ramps those balls, well, okay, so be it. But it's a good time to get those Yorkers in.
good pace. That's a flame ball. 148.4. Can he get to 150 here? Sean Tate. 148.4 fastest ball. Fast ball of the game. Average speed 145 clicks to keep the highway patrolman on his toes. Yep. On your bike to catch up with that.
Into the deep and put away. Now Sean Tate's got to finish well tonight. His first 2 overs were very good. He's got 2 for 19 at the moment. He's bowled a couple of wides, a couple of short deliveries. He's just got to keep a bit of a lid on it. He bowled that ball 3 times now.
That's just about the shot of the night. Don't worry about that. 151 clicks. He's pulled him over mid-wicket. That's a very good shot. It's a brave shot too. You can't believe it, Sean Tate.
Got to be bowling Yorkers. Got to get that delivery right. It's his first game. And he's got to finish well.
Yeah, his control might necessarily quite be there yet. It's only first game back for quite some time, so I'm still picking in my team anytime. Sean Tate, he'll just pick up wickets, you know. Bowls 150k an hour. He's hard to leave out. Get that Yorker right, he'd be unplayable.
Yeah, look.
Another short one. I'll get 2 here. Easy 2. Well, look, I agree with you. I reckon he's a really good bowler, but his first 2 overs is the way he's got to finish here. All of a sudden, this over here, she's bowled short. And Carter's already smacked him for 4. I mean, he's got to bowl like he bowled the first 2 overs. He bowled a good length, shaping it away and picked up wickets.
Yeah, well, if there was someone in on, you know, 50 or 60 and, you know, looking to close a game out, he's got to be able to hit his Yorker.
It's a lot straighter and taken. So when you pitch it up, he gets wickets. And that is a good catch from Gary Putland.
That's a great catch. Don't worry about that. That is a really good catch. And Sean Tate just telling Ryan Carter to get on his way. Hit it pretty well. It's a bit stiff. Really good catch. Putland moved well to his right. Kept his head still. That's a good pair of hands. Low down as well. Nice catch. 3 wickets to Tate. And just telling him, on your way, son. For old Carter's, he's copped it from everywhere. There's got to be more to that, June. And Carter's there. His night is over. It's a very good outfield catch, that. It's 9 for 123.
Yeah, pretty good effort there from Ryan Carter's. And lost 3 quick ones there. And it's got to be full here from Sean Tate. Can he close it out here in the 18th? It's better. Adam Zampa gets off the mark. End of the over, 9 for 124.
A bad shot from Zampa, was it? But that's a very good catch by Putland down in the deep. Carter's hit it reasonably well. Bit inside edges, but hit it hard. That's good movement, good anticipation. Made it look relatively easy because it wasn't. It's a good catch. Little double roll there at the end. Yeah, he landed softly, tucked his elbows in so the ball didn't jolt out. There's the scorecard. No real impetus from the top 4, and that's what you need in this. Rogers played well early and then got a bit bogged down.
It's been a good display of quick bowling here tonight on both sides. Good from Sean Tate, Kane Richardson, and also Dirk Nannes for the Thunder. It's good to watch. Quick bowlers in action, guys can bowl 145 plus. Too wide.
Jared, I think this pitch has played pretty well tonight. We heard the Strikers players say it might have been a bit too pace, but Seems to me like it's coming, obviously quicker bowlers, but it seems a pretty good cricket wicket tonight. The Thunder can't really blame the pitch. It's been classy play from the strikers tonight.
Down to third man. And he'll come back for 2. Richardson's bowled well. His economy rate just over 2.5. 2 for 9. Dot ball's 14 for Richardson tonight. Sean Tate 11 dot balls. Straight up in the air. It has gone a long, long way up. Michael Klinger takes it. That's it. It's all over. And the team batting first that wins their first game of the competition, the Adelaide Strikers. The Thunder go down once again at ANZ Stadium, but it's been a top effort from the boys from South Australia. They've been all over it. They go into the top 4 of the BBL. And Zampa is the man to go.
Yeah, it's a good catch too from Klinger. Went high in the air. They've just been too strong, the Strikers, tonight. Batting first, 177, good score. And the Thunder were always under pressure. They got off to a slow start against some good bowling. Never really got into the game. And the Strikers are going to be a threat in this competition. That's a good win, 51 runs. Very comprehensive victory to shoot them up into the top 4. The Thunder, well, they've got a lot of work to do. They've just got to try and muster some form from somewhere. They've got to bat a lot better than what they've shown so far. The bowling was okay at times. Dirk Nannes was really good with the ball. But they've got to get more contributions from their batsmen if they're going to be a threat in this competition. So this is how it unfolded for the Thunder, chasing 178 for victory. Cosgrove went early. Gale never really got into his stride. Mahmood, LBW to Tate. Rogers, a little bit of form there in the middle. Abbott started off well and played a poor shot. August unfortunately run out. Carters and Coit put together a good partnership. And then Tremaine and Zampa went cheaply. So bowled out within the 19 over mark. The Thunder for 126.
And the bowling for the Adelaide Strikers, all pretty good except for Putland. Both are very economical again. Richardson bowled very well tonight. So did Sean Tate. Corin Pollard got rid of the danger man, Chris Gale. And young Boyce, the leg spinner, had a pretty good night, picking up 2 wickets as well.
A good all-round performance. Richardson and Tate did the damage, and we'll throw it down to Jess Yates.
Thanks very much, guys. I've got Sean Tate here with me. Congratulations, a terrific win for the side tonight. Welcome back to the Big Bash. Quite a way to kick off your first game of the campaign. 3 for 22 tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while. A little bit puffed, actually. But no, it was a good win. It's good timing for us. I think we needed to win that game. Hopefully make the next few games a bit easier, a bit of momentum.
No doubt you're puffed. You were really letting loose there. 151.7 kilometres, one of your deliveries. Got to be one of the fastest we've seen in the Big Bash so far this season.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. I felt a little bit sluggish, to be honest. Maybe they wound the clocks up for me.
Full credit to the batsmen tonight. They really set things up.
They did on this ground to make a big score like that. It doesn't happen very often on this pitch. So full credit to the batters. Great stuff. Yeah, pretty easy total to defend.
Yeah, take a lot of confidence too into the next one against the Sixers. They're a tough side.
Yeah, it is. It's probably the toughest game we've got next 2. I think we've got the Sixers and the Stars. So probably the best 2 teams. But like I said, momentum going into that game. So see how we go.
Great to see you back for the Strikers. Congratulations tonight.
Thanks very much, Tar.
And I've got Dirk Nannes from the Sydney Thunder here with me. Unfortunately, outclassed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, last few games, at least we could say we were okay with the ball, but tonight we struggled right across the board. So it's going to be a long season if we keep playing like that.
Yeah, batting seems to be a real issue. The top order just not firing.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, look. To be fair to them, they had a pretty big total to chase here today, so they couldn't muck around too long. But, it's, what do you do? Just the batting's just been poor, start to finish. I thought Bucky was good tonight. He at least showed intent. I think the guys are, they're training well and they're trying their best. It's just hard when you come under the fire there out in the middle, just kind of going to water a bit.
On a personal level, though, a great contribution from yourself tonight, 4 for 17.
Yeah, personally, I feel like I'm going okay. It feels great. It's just a bit disappointing that it's kind of coming to naught from team perspective. But yeah, it's coming out well, and I feel like I'm polling reasonably quick, so it's decent in that respect.
And a quick regroup now. You guys head to Hobart on Sunday.
Yeah, but down to Hobart's probably the first. It is the first trip we've actually made, so it's going to be good to get on the road and get away from here, where we haven't played so well the last couple of games. Get away and sort of try and start again.
Well, best of luck getting into that one. Thanks, Duke.
Thank you.
Well, it was the Adelaide Strikers who set the pace early here tonight at ANZ Stadium. The Sydney Thunder just couldn't catch them. Stick around after the break. We'll have a full recap of all the highlights. Plus, we'll name our man of the match. Don't go away.